And we all live. My
Yes,
computer
sir.
flagging, but
Oh no, I'm good around here. My shit's smooth.
yo,
For real.
yo, much love coming at you again, Julian Black with Quarter Water TV, and I am Chase TV. We're coming with another live stream. I titled this. I haven't even looked up. Uh, I heard that they're in talks with to actually put S- Slick Don on on Mike Tyson's podcast, which is an extremely successful podcast. So I said I'm waiting to see if that's really going to happen. I actually looked it up. A couple of news articles were saying that they're secretly in talks. So it may not happen, or it may not.
I
It
don't
may
think
happen.
that shit happening,
You don't think
man.
so?
Hell no. Publicists get a hold of that. Hell no.
So you
First
think
of
Mike
all,
Tyson?
Mike is unpredictable, dog. Like
That's
I
true.
seen Mike flip on people several times on his own show.
You was just talking last week about that.
Exactly. I don't think so. Like
You
I
said you'll
don't
just like him
unless
from a distance.
you're right. Unless it's like a they gonna have to have some kind of mediator there or something. But I don't see it. If it happens, I'll be shocked for real.
It's
Like, you know what I'm
interesting.
saying?
It's interesting because what a lot of people didn't know that when Mike got locked up for rape, Trump was actually there for him. Mike even said this. I heard him say it on his pod. Trump was there to meet him when he came out of jail, was supportive of him while he was locked up, and he said he wished he could hate the dude like everyone else, but Trump shown him nothing but kindness. So that's it's a possibility that could happen, but it's just not a positive thing.
I'm saying on Trump's side, I don't see it happening. Like he pump
You don't see
faking.
him letting-
Hell no, Mike, you can't control him. He's not like a regular media outlet that you can control. Don't ask me this, don't say this. If Trump get up there saying it's the wrong shit, Mike can flip on Trump too. Like you feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing with Mike. Like,
Yep,
so
I
I
think
don't know.
with Trump, he never really controls any of the media outlets. They like hitting him with hard questions and attacking him all the time.
That's why he don't go nowhere. He
Yeah,
don't really be going nowhere. He don't what interviews he be doing. He be ducking all the smoke. And then when he goes, he don't. And I don't. This the thing. I ain't the biggest Trump hater. I just don't give a fuck about him. Like you know what I'm saying. But I don't think. I don't think like he's the. He don't answer questions.
that's politicians for you.
He just tells you how he feels and he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he don't. But he don't. If you ask him a question, he's not gonna answer. He's gonna talk around that shit. Well, that's politics for real.
Yeah,
That's all politicians for real.
especially if the answer is not going to be not going to be an answer that's going to be flattering.
And
for
that's flattering for them. Exactly.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you ain't gonna ask Trump about the thing with him getting sued for not letting minorities get apartments or whatever the fuck he was doing back in the day. He ain't gonna answer no shit like that.
Yeah. But that was that was one of the things that Pops brought up. Like most of the people that were like anti-Trumpers and haters on the dude, they couldn't bring up what he did that they didn't like. Pops brought that up. Pops brought a couple other things up. He was literally the only person that actually bought actual factual shit up. Of
Yeah, there's
why
some people that just don't like him, but he be doing some wild shit too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he ain't gonna sit here and act like he you know what I'm saying? That nigga be bugging.
Yo, remember I sent you the clip of him dissing Rosie O'Donnell? Did you remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that nigga Trump be bugging. That nigga be wilding.
You don't hear presidents talk like that. He said, I look her in her fat face and tell her you're fired.
Yeah, he's
Oh, pause, dog.
yeah, he used to be wilding. Like,
You
you know what I'm
bugging,
saying?
son.
Yeah, I can't like with the Trump dude. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan. I don't give a fuck about him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But hold on.
All them niggas the same. They all the same to me. Like
The politicians.
Biden, Trump. Yeah, politicians they just lie. That's all of them. Like,
They're just some grimy dog.
yeah, both sides, Republicans, Democrats, everybody lying.
I think that comes hand in hand with being a politician. Sometimes I try to give them a benefit of the doubt. Like some politicians actually probably go into it thinking they could do the shit that they're talking about, and then they get in office, and then the real dudes come out the back door with the black suits on, and say, "Yeah, all that stuff you was talking running, yeah, that's not gonna happen, dog."
I think all the dudes that's be running for president be lying. They know they lying. The dudes you talking about is in the beginning, like when they still young running for shit. That's when they think they could change. But by the time they get to the running for president, they know they ain't changing shit. Like they know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of
This is true.
Yeah, a bunch of bullshit, fluff. That's all.
Hold up.
Mhm.
Yo, did you find any other any content on WorldStar that you wanted to talk about or nah?
Yeah. I got something up here. Let me check. Let me share my screen.
Yo,
Video
but
file.
if you're rolling in and you haven't already smashed that subscribe button on Quarter Water TV or myself, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, yeah, give us that like so we can come back to you. I think I should be close to being fulfilling my shit for the Level Up program for Facebook. Maybe we'll see.
I don't
If
even
they-
know what that shit is. You be knowing about all that shit.
It is.
No, it's supposed to be like a sort of monetization. Okay.
Yeah. You bring it back. Yeah, I'm listening though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a monetization thing where people can give you.
Now,
Right.
this video I'm about to play, I want to hear what y'all think about it. Just let this bitch look crazy, but let her talk.
Yes, sir.
But go put yourself on child support before that bitch do. Beat that bitch to the punch. Go on and put yourself on joint custody, my boy. Just go ahead and do it. Listen, hear me out. The bitch is still mad because she wants you and you don't. So the only way she gonna get up under your skin is by putting your kids in to play defense. Because that's the only thing that's gonna work. She know if she talk that shit to you, you ain't gonna be mad. You ain't gonna give a fuck. But she know if she start putting your kid in for defense, that shit really gonna sting you. My boy, put yourself on child support and or joint custody. Because hear me out, the way the judicial system is lined up is to make us win. Okay? Even if the fuck we dead ass wrong, unfortunately, it's set up for us to win, my boy. Go put yourself on that shit. Go put yourself on it. Go on and get you some joint custody. Make her mad. That's how you get even. What Michelle Obama say? When they go low, bitch, you go lower. I think that's what she said. Beat that bitch to the punch. Listen. Go on do it, son, shorty. Go on do it. Because now you ain't dropping no more dick off. Y'all not going on no more dinner dates. You're not calling, talking to her, whispering, sweet nothings in her ear. That shit is a dub. Bruh, she gonna hold them chairs up against you, bruh. Go put yourself on child support.
Take it from a cat.
Think about it.
Go ahead.
She ain't lied about one motherfucking thing.
That's a fact. Sometimes, if you got one of them type baby moms, you might as well. But just if you see it about to get rocky, you might as well just go on down there and do it to yourself.
Yo, take it from a cat that's been put on child support. It's better to just do it yourself. Actually, it wound up working out better for me in some circumstances because I was giving up way too much dough.
Yeah, when on your own, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that way it keeps track, so later they can't come and say you ain't do nothing anyway. Like you know how that shit go. Like,
or what you do is like if you do anything for the kid, you gotta put money in mom's hand because if he takes you for child support, the only thing the state looks at is the money that you actually put in her hand, like the checks and all that other stuff. All the things you buy is considered gifts because people can fake receipts. So I learned that the hard way in my early 20s. Went up and it was like, oh, that's nice that you bought all that shit, Mr. Clinton. But,
they don't care nothing about none of that shit.
Hand. Then it was funny because I ain't gonna put that, but my business out there. We on to the next?
Nah, I'll just get it. I'm queuing it up. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just queuing it up, like But this next one's in the same. It's in the same realm too. But you want to see, yeah. You know how that shit go. Well, hold on. Did I take it down? Yeah, I took it down.
Yeah, it looks like you did.
Let's see. It's the second one right here. Hold on.
But yo, hey, much love to you guys that are rolling through the broadcast. Appreciate you taking the time to come through. If you haven't already done so, please check my boy out, Quarter Water TV.
Not sex that we're looking for when we cheat. It's an emotional connection. It's
my bad.
Oh, you good? You good? Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah, I'll wait for Chase to get back.
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready.
He just
Alright,
rolled up.
let's go.
Big time.
Not sex that we're looking for when we cheat. It's an emotional connection. It's always like something like emotionally like that you're not receiving from a man. It's just the 80-20. He might be doing 80% of everything you need him to do. That 20%, it can be sex, whatever the case may be. But even if it's sex, you're not looking really necessarily just for somebody to have sex with. You're looking for someone to build an emotional connection with so that you can have good sex with them and then go from there.
And you make that move, and then you take that next step, and now you have an emotional connection with somebody else. You have sex, and now you really like this other guy, but you're in a relationship.
And it's not smart. This is why I don't think people should cheat, right? At this big age of 31, I'm understanding this, right? Whatever you were missing in this relationship that you're in is still missing. It's not being worked on. It's not getting better. And now you're just cheating and getting that 20% for somewhere else. So now you're prolonging this relationship that you could step out of and go find you like a good, honorable situation.
Now, what you think of that shit?
Man, if he doing 80% right, man, get your ass a goddamn hobby.
Yeah,
He's 80% right. You know what I'm saying? So you finding the smallest iota of wrongdoing and screwing over a possibly good man, or just leave them all together, girl. Shit.
I look at it like, go ahead, you straight, go ahead.
If he's doing 80% and you're bitching about the 20% that you might have to do something, that's a problem.
Max says it's communication. It's about communication. That's what it is.
The only thing she brought up in that 20% was sex.
Right.
Sex
it was
and
nothing
emotional.
else, like an emotional, whatever the fuck that is.
So
That's a big umbrella.
If you don't have an emotional connection in that other 80%, you just need to fucking go.
Right.
That's like Corey Holcomb said. Y'all be emotionally cheating on a nigga. I don't give. He said, I can't stand these bitches up here. I never do that to you. Cheat on you with somebody I cared about.
Right. I just look at it like it's greed, man. Like you want everything, that type shit.
Right.
Like it's like a woman, like you can't make her happy. It's nothing you could do. Like she can have everything. She'll find a flaw in anything. Like you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck would that means you want somebody perfect then? If somebody doing 80%, you mad, you worried about the 20, you want somebody perfect. That don't exist.
Like, perfect.
Right. It don't exist.
That old school pimp had the meme. He said, be with the girl that likes you, not the one you like.
Fact.
Yeah, we actually just talked about that the other day.
That's a fact. Because in the long run, that's the one that's still gonna be there. Like
that's right.
Because she's the one that wants you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She put a good foot forward. When a woman really cares about you, that's like a beautiful thing, because she's gonna do everything in her power to maintain that relationship. And what you got over there? 20%.
It's her part. That's 20. That's a fact. That is a fact. Like that's a fact. Like yeah, I couldn't have said it, but no better than that for real. Like that 20% is her.
Like, she need to take care of that 20%, or she could go do 80% for some other man and let him sit at home and do 20%.
Yeah, no.
Oh, did y'all know? Not to change the subject. Did y'all see that? I told you that Adam 22 wife, the video drop. It's on the internet free already.
Yeah, it's been on the internet for free.
That's what I'm saying. That shit crazy. The whole video too. Like,
have you seen his reaction?
I seen it.
When he was having his,
I may or may not watch that shit later on this evening.
I definitely watched it.
I watched it too.
I ain't watching it.
He'd be her back end, dog.
Yeah, I watched it. He said he was taking it easy on
her. Hey,
I seen an interview of the nigga talking about it. He said he was taking it easy on her. Like, you know
I want to pull up that interview.
Yeah, it's up there somewhere. It's on YouTube somewhere.
Oh, the interview with Adam and
it's an interview. It's an interview with him talking. He was get interviewed by some chick, and she was asking him if he thought he was better.
Hold on, don't ruin it. I want to play the video for Julian.
Matter of fact, you're right. Yeah, you need to see it because it's crazy. I ain't even gonna front. He was talking shit though.
If you
wasn't being humble, the dude, he was not being humble at all. Like at all. Like he was not. And he was talking like he wants smoke. A little bit to me, for real. Like
it's good energy for the internet, I guess.
I don't know. I don't. Watch me see it. Yeah, Adam be doing some snakish shit too a lot of times too. Like he'll do anything for money, I think.
So yeah, like him and a lot of other people, including Soul.
Yeah, but he'll do it on Front Street. At least some of them people hide and do they sneaky shit in the background. He'll do it in front of everybody. Like he don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Chase, you about to cue that video?
Yep.
He got
Sir. So I ain't even watched this.
I'm trying to make sure the porn video don't play during the video.
Yeah, that's not a good idea on Facebook or YouTube.
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's that.
Yeah.
But from the clip I
what you
seen,
do-
I don't think so.
Make sure your clip is from like YouTube, not no random site.
That's from TikTok.
Oh, TikTok, but they shouldn't show nothing crazy.
It be titties up there too sometimes.
Oh, do you need us to push
I
that,
went
please?
I went on Twitch earlier. It was a chick up there naked. Like you
Like
heard?
ass?
Yes.
Wow.
She was butt. I'm not lying to you. She was butt naked. She was like painting her body. Like she was.
Oh,
painting
I seen
over.
those before. Yeah,
Dog, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
How they allow that? Like, and
well,
yo,
they
that shit
stopped
is
it
crazy.
for a while. And they stopped it for a while and told them they needed to put pasties over their nipples, and then they could paint the rest of it, or they had to wear a bra. But then they switched it back and let them start just doing the pasties over the nipples.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Chase,
wild.
is that video queued up? You need me to add it in now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna add it in. Nope. Yeah.
Oh, let's pull up a different one.
On the YouTube Shorts.
This is one. Hold on, let me pause this.
He's like, okay, it's fine. We'll give you 10. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go there and I shoot the film with the woman. I dropped some severe glizzy destruction on her.
Severe dizzy destruction.
Pardon this, right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
glizzy.
this weirdest shit. I'm like, some people, I never understood it, right? Nonetheless, so I dropped the glizzy on the woman or whatever.
Wait, hold on. Did he just say Adam was recording it?
Nah, Adam wasn't there.
No,
Somebody else was recording.
I think this is an older video of him talking about a whole complete situation because I've seen it before.
You dropping the go.
Yeah, I was about to say I never seen this.
He's not
Hey,
talking
yo,
about
man, you like that?
Oh, well, this is the wrong video then. Hold on.
it. Yeah, it definitely is.
You can close this off here. Jason Love says he smashes Lena.
It's an interview I seen. The one I seen was an interview. He
With
was
him
getting
sitting in the back of
interviewed.
the truck.
Nah, he was sitting in like on some couch.
I just seen it yesterday. Hang on.
What's that dude name?
Jason Love.
Jason Love.
Let me see if I can find it.
Share screen. All right, here you go. Put this one up in there. Oh, this is another freaking thing.
Yeah. If this is your first time in the stream, please make sure you're smashing that subscribe button on both these wonderful individuals. My brother Quarter Water TV, I am Chase TV, and of course your boy Julian Black. I appreciate you guys popping in. Appreciate my bro Matt coming in with the comments. It's always a pleasure. Maybe I need to kidnap him in here one of these days. It's a retired vet. He's got some wisdom, some words of wisdom for the brothers.
Have him pull up.
Yes, sir. Let's throw a little bit.
Did y'all see the other night when Aiden and Lena the Plug, or not Aiden Ross, Lena the Plug, and Adam 22 were on a video call in Discord, and Aiden was streaming it, and at the end of it, they brought in Dread.
What?
And Adam and Lena was like, my husband is one of your biggest fans.
Adam is weird.
You know who Dread is?
Nah.
He's the dude in porn that's got the biggest cock at this point in life.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like 18, 19, 20 inches.
That's ridiculous.
They were talking about it. I think
Jesus Christ.
Here you go.
Let me turn this off.
All right, guys.
Yeah, this is the one I
seen.
seen. Yeah, this is it.
Today, and we have Jason Love here with us.
That motherfucker's huge.
How are you?
I'm phenomenal. I'm always good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. We're so excited to have you on the Fan Bus today. I feel like this is definitely long overdue. How do you feel about being on the bus right now?
It's a vibe. I was like, I've been watching your stuff for a minute, so
Yeah.
I always thought it was rather entertaining. So it's kind of dope.
Chase, this is on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah.
I was hoping he was gonna whip his
So I'm loving
song out.
it today. You said you just
I
left the
seen this
gym.
on YouTube.
Yeah, 2-hour workout.
Wow.
Brutalized.
Is that something that you do often? You go to the gym every day?
Yeah. Every weekday, I take off on the weekend.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Do they know you when you walk in the gym? Like you're like.
Always. But luckily, I go to a more privatized gym, the health joint. So it's like, I don't have to really worry about it. It's almost like all friends because I've been going so long.
For sure. Okay. Well, how long have you been in the industry?
If you don't count my break, it was 5 years.
Okay.
But collectively, it would be like 8.5.
Mm-hmm. So you have like a lot of knowledge when it comes to the industry.
Oh yeah, maximum knowledge.
You're no G.
Yeah, some would say.
Do you think that there's other male creators, male porn stars that look up to you?
I would like to think so. You know, I did kind of set a little low-key set a standard in the beginning because my look wasn't the look that the adult industry was used to. So got a lot of scrutiny in the beginning, but I ignored it and then it became a thing.
Mm-hmm. What became a thing? Like
like the tattoos and
okay.
Kind of like a rock star status.
Mm-hmm.
But in the adult world, kind of like fusing them together.
For sure. Yeah. And I would say like a lot of creators now want that vibe, want that look.
You want to skip to
because
that?
they get to be themselves.
There ain't no timestamp in the description.
Really not acting so much.
Let's check because this thing's 50 minutes.
Yeah, they're.
Hell no.
Usually motherfuckers in the comments might have a time stand for real.
It literally says the whole thing's about Leonard the Plug smashing her better than Adam 22.
Yeah, that's clickbait. That's so you can watch the interview. That's how people title this shit.
Your video yesterday released with
my phone battery. I had to mute the notifications.
Really? How do you feel about being viral? Is this your first time being like super viral?
Well, I got viral from a BuzzFeed interview once, and a few outrageous TikToks I've done. So I'm kind of used to it, but this one is crazy. Like,
so your video yesterday released with Lena the Plug, and that is why you are so viral right now.
Yes.
And so, obviously, did you know that this was going to break the internet?
I kind of knew because when they propositioned me for this situation, I was like, from a marketing standpoint and a business standpoint, I'm like, this is a good look. And I knew since Adam was involved, I had to go really hard because when they watch this, they're going to critique it to the utmost. So yeah, I went in.
Why do you think out of all the BBC
went in hard, son.
You were selected to be the first person to fuck Lena the Plug besides Adam?
The word fuck is so.
I guess my name was always hot in the porn world, so I always perform good scenes. So I give them my all every time, and they know I'm like a good person, so it ain't gonna be no creepy stuff. And she know I was gonna put it down, so obviously I was feeling like this.
Did you do anything extra special? Like, did you practice any new moves before this video, or like how did you prepare for this video?
Well, kind of like how Michael Jordan is in basketball. When you go to the game, you don't really practice new moves. If you're good at something, you just do the best moves. And I hit her with all the best moves, all of them. I was catching cramps in places I didn't even know I could catch a cramp.
What would you say that your top 3 best moves are?
I would say probably like the aerial cowgirl, where you lift the girl up, stand it up, turn different ways in the air, where you can hit all the different linings of the walls. That way she guaranteed to come. That and probably like the Superman plank, where the girl lays on the stomach and you plank over. She can't go anywhere, so she have to take all the dick, and you can like finesse it perfectly.
Great. So you think that those are your best?
Oh, yes.
Your best
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
What y'all think about that? Really, you ain't even got to the good part yet.
I hit her with the aerial cowgirl, then I crossed her over with the plank. Then I hit her
wildin'. He wildin'
like. He don't give a fuck.
Somebody else's wife and shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? He's a professional, man. He's an adamant professional.
Yeah,
He's
I
been
hear
in the
you.
game for a minute.
That's hilarious.
Mac McCullough said she wasn't ready. Nah, she got ready. Then she went back to fucking Adam saying she was sore for the next 4 or 5 days.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
she did say that in the interview.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't know.
I don't think we've ever seen those on the bus.
Really?
I don't think so.
It would be hard on the bus to do the aerial one, but you could do the plank, the Superman plank, definitely.
Right there on that chair.
Yeah. Or if you get on your knees, you can do the aerial move. It just would be kneeling versus standing.
Ah, got it. Oh, that sounds freaky.
Yeah, she sounds like she want to handle that.
I guarantee he
So
fucked
when
these
you were
girls
picked
after this.
by Adam and Lena to do this video, how did that make you feel?
I guess one would say honored that they think so highly of me that they would want me to be the first male she shoot with after so long. So I guess it was pretty dope. And I had met them prior in January at the AVN Awards.
Right. I saw the TikTok that you guys
Yeah,
did.
so they were cool. So I was like, well, you know, she was hot. I was like, why not? So it'd be a good look.
She's hot. Why not?
Did you think that you and Lena had like a certain chemistry when you guys met?
When we first met, she was mad nervous. She was like all shy and like shaking and stuff, and was just giggly and you know. And she kept like, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm cheating on my husband." I'm like, "You're not cheating on your husband." I'm like, "He told you can do it. You have permission. Like, just calm down. Let's
She
get to
said
work."
this during the video?
Not during the video, when we was getting ready to do the video.
Oh, so she was nervous.
Oh my, nervous is an understatement.
Oh.
And then when she seen me come out of the bathroom naked, she was like, "Ain't no way." I was like, wait,
yes, wait,
Wait,
girl.
deep.
Oh, wait, deep.
She forgot all
women
about that
usually
husband shit right then and there. Like,
That nervous went away when she saw the schlong. Like, I'm gonna take that for a spin.
that shit crazy.
Oh shit.
But it's like she was before they fuck you.
Before they meet me somewhat, yes. But then once they meet me and they kind of see that I'm cool and I'm real chill, then they kind of calm down. But you can still see a little nervousness after about 3 minutes in. Oh, it's a whole nother person.
Okay, so you like open them up.
Yeah, that's why they used to give me the like all the new girls. They would make me shoot with them first because they knew I would, you know, coach them and I wouldn't like destroy them initially, you know, until they kind of
You used to coach all the new girls.
He said, "Oh, madam, I will bring out your
kind
inner
of
whore. Your inner whore will be released. I will coach it out." He's like the snake charmer of the porn industry.
For sure. How do you feel about like fucking the new girls?
It's kind of fun. It's like almost like taking the adult film of virginity. You know, it's like, you know, and then you get to coach them and then watch them develop. It's pretty dope. Kind of, it's like being a coach.
So when Lena was nervous, did you do anything particular to make her feel better, more comfortable for the video?
Yes, I verbalized that you shouldn't be nervous or whatever. I'm gonna take my time. It's gonna be nice and smooth. You got permission from your husband. You don't need to be nervous about that. Yes, I have a big penis, but calm down. I'm not gonna wreck your shit in the beginning. Give a little hug. Like, just calm down. Let's get it together. Start making jokes. She start laughing. You don't want you to make young ladies laugh. As you know, they calm themselves. Their defense go down, and then it's time to have fun.
Exactly. Do you think that you were nervous at all to get any
Hell
critique from
no.
Adam after the video?
I don't get nervous.
Yeah, beat the shit out of Adam.
He would beat the hell out of Adam.
Nervous are for weak-minded people.
Okay.
Oh, he said nervous
I
is
can
weak.
respect that perspective for sure. I get nervous. I was
That's
nervous
so
today.
crazy.
Really?
Of course.
That's some crazy shit to say.
I'm not nervous.
Never be nervous. If you know you can do
Everybody
something
get
good,
nervous,
you're
nigga.
nervous.
Fuck
You're
wrong
best,
with
that's
you.
all you can do.
There you go. So they say once you go black, you never go back. Do you agree with that statement?
I wouldn't say
He
never go
definitely
back,
said this
but
shit,
you're
man.
always going to think about going back for sure. Because obviously you can go with a black guy is like a trash fish, but good dick. Like, obviously you're not going to go back, but you're going to think about it a lot. So, obviously, thoughts will be lurking all the
Mhm,
time.
say
Guaranteed.
obviously.
At least for 3 months for sure.
Oh,
At least
why
3
3 months?
After about 90 days, you can kind of like subdue those thoughts a little bit, and it won't come back and linger as much.
So you know after you fuck a woman, you're for sure going to be on her mind for 3 months.
Guaranteed. Like, without doubt. Because I'm going to put that work in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put that work
Do you
in.
think that Lena will want a round two?
Yes. If I didn't know, I think I seen something where she and her husband were talking. And it was like doing a threesome with me. So obviously,
I
that's the
think
thought of
they're gonna
another
do
round.
threesome.
That was going to be actually my next question. Would you
Gross.
ever fuck Lena with Adam at the same time?
Yes.
That's called a train.
That's my job, to make money, right? And if I don't make money, I'm gonna take a job that's gonna pay
My
me well.
boy.
Do you think that you fucked her better than Adam
Yes.
Well, obviously, yes.
Oh
But I'm pretty sure he probably felt different with Adam for her because love is involved emotions. But as for the physical aspect of getting fucked, obviously.
Man.
did? So let's say that you and Adam were to have a threesome with
Wow.
Lena.
Mm-hmm.
You still think that you would fuck her better with her husband trying to fuck her as well?
100%.
Oh,
It would be like a I don't know.
He the
it'd be like a
Michael
bite.
Jordan of dong
And
slinging.
obviously,
He
I'm a
Michael
shorter
Jordan of
fighter,
dong
so
slinging shit.
I'm gonna win.
So it's like a choose your fighter thing.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay. I would be looking forward to that video for sure.
That would be pretty dope.
That's gonna break the internet again.
So we gonna make a video right after this, girl.
So I actually saw the video released yesterday. I saw it. First of all,
Yes.
wow. Second of all, whose idea was it to end in a cream pie?
Okay, so
Oh, so we got a
I guess-
little weekend. It's a cream pie
Yes,
ending.
It was a cream pie. But watch, listen to this.
her pussy hadn't been stretched out in a while. So then I was doing all the stretching. It's like my dick
Like,
was starting to get
big
numb.
dog.
And I was like, yo, we have to keep going. It was going so long that it was nothing I could do. It was like the numbness I didn't notice. And I'm like, yo, it's my, and then hey, it happened.
You know how
So the
gross
cream
that
pie
is?
was not planned.
Yeah. But the rules Adam
she-
put up for it was nothing in her, don't do it in her face, and don't kissing. That was the only rules that Adam put up.
Oh, they kissed.
Oh, they did kiss?
I don't remember if I seen him kiss.
In
I
the
don't
very
remember.
beginning of the video.
On the cheek or on the lips?
Lips.
Ooh.
You want to pull the video up?
No, I'm
Hell
good. I'm good, my G. We do not need to be pulling that
All right,
shit up.
listen to this last part. What she says. This
Tank,
is
you
it.
looking at the chat, right?
Yeah, I'm
At the chat.
trying to give him a link now, brother. Mac. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he said, listen to this part. This is the funniest part.
So the cream pie was not planned.
Nope.
But then she got freaky with it. She started eating it, doing the
Oh,
nasty.
wow.
You got to the moment. You know how
For
it is once you get to the
educational
moment.
purposes, that must be this video.
No holds bar. Let's go.
From like Adam's perspective, how do you think he felt seeing her eat the cream pie and get cream pied by you?
How do he
I
know?
guess he was probably like, okay, brush your teeth. We can't kiss until tomorrow because it's in my body.
That's hilarious.
Have you seen any of the memes on Twitter? Have you been like looking at it?
No.
Of course, everybody was sending them to me, so I had to see them.
So some of them are really funny. I'm just gonna show you a couple and get your reaction if that's okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's turn the brightness up.
Adam is losing his mind in the inside for real.
Okay,
What
so
I
you can just
mean?
scroll down. There's 4 of them.
I have to agree.
That's 4 of them, you said?
Yes. So if you can just read them as well.
Wait, Adam 22 going back in after this. That's exactly how it be.
That's exactly how it be.
Okay, it's the next one. Okay, Adam 22 filming that scene like
That's
really with
hilarious.
Jordan Mean crying.
With the Jordan meme.
No.
Plausible. Oh, no. Adam 22 watching this happen. Yo, she's rolling her eyes like that's possessed. That's not good dick is right this moment right here. For the eyes to roll behind the head, you're putting it down.
You're putting it down.
Kudos to my work ethic.
He said kudos to my work ethic.
Yo, my G.
Oh.
Man, you playing a dangerous game there, brother.
All right, Mac, I'm hitting you with that link
Adam
right
22
now.
after watching Lena's video.
Oh my God.
He jumped out the car.
No, not jumping out the car.
Wow, it's moving.
Never seen this one.
No.
Okay, there's some good ones.
So when you see yourself as a meme online, like how do you feel about that?
I was so used to it from the Riley Reid gangbang.
Mm-hmm.
They had so many memes from that one. It's like I'm kind of like I guess I'm skin hardened to it. Like I'll just laugh at them. I'll laugh with the people. I'm silly, so I don't care.
Yeah, some of them are actually pretty funny, and the internet goes really crazy.
Like the internet is undefeated. I don't understand how some people even think these things. Like they be pulling shit from 1980 and fusing them together.
He ain't lying though.
For real.
Your most watched video that you've ever created?
Probably.
Based off the hype, I would like to think so. Oh, definitely. And it's one of my best scenes too, surprisingly. And it's not mainstream, although we produced it mainstream wise. It might be one of my best scenes. Like if that was in the awards category, it probably would win.
Oh damn!
Yeah, for sure. Do you think that it could be nominated?
I'm sure gonna watch this
I
shit.
don't know because
Julian better get in bed tonight and fucking rub
He throwing sauce on it, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he throwing sauce on it.
Like if you watch some of his other interviews, he's a very down to earth, genuine fucking guy.
Yeah, he trying to. This is promotion, man. It's like WWE. Like you can tell. Yeah, he throwing sauce on it. Like he's definitely throwing sauce on it. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I watched it. It was like, all right, cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Throwing sauce on it.
Yeah,
Matt, sorry, my shit's freezing up. I'm trying to do it on the messenger. Oh, here we go. It's coming now.
Did it ourselves. I'm not certain how you'll be able to like implement that to the award schemes, but I don't know. Could be.
So you know who Andrew Tate is, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Andrew Tate also spoke about the video. I think.
Did you watch this whole thing?
Nah, I only seen that one little clip. It stopped like a long time ago.
Y'all want to watch this or move on?
Nah, we can move on.
We can move on.
Onto something else.
Right,
Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted anyway, too.
Playing
Too much of somebody else shit. Yeah.
There you go.
Yo, for real, for real.
I'm definitely gonna go watch all of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it all too. I haven't watched the whole video, but that's wild though.
Send me the link. Send me the link to this.
Oh fuck! I gotta find it again.
Yeah, he was definitely talking that shit. Yeah, history. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to hit Mac with this link, and this thing is just messing me up. There we go. Here's brother Mac. The link to the
StreamYard
or the StreamYard thing.
Well, that's what he wanted to get in here.
Oh, you talking about to promote to send for everybody else to watch it? Okay, yeah, the link to watch the stream. Yeah, that's wild though. He was definitely talking this shit though. Like you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know who this dude was, but I seen his work over the years.
I never heard of him either. Like, but I ain't like the biggest porn guy in the world either. Like
either, you know but shit, Black.com. You ever heard of Black.com?
Nah.
It's basically a website that does like they recruit huge black dudes to just decimate tiny white women. That's and hilarious. He was one of their main stars on there, just like doing damage.
You said Jason Love was one of them?
Oh, he definitely was on Black.com.
Well, like you just said, he trained all the new girls.
I could see that. Yeah, I've watched his work.
I don't know.
No way in hell I want him anywhere.
I never heard of this dude before all this shit happened. Like never. Like you know what I'm saying?
I ain't know his name, but I seen his shit. He and they definitely put clips of him up on the hub.
No, on Pornhub.
Yeah. And of Black.com. And what they'll do is they'll put most of the content up and then cut it out before the money shot, because you got to see the money shot on the actual site.
Yeah, I get it.
I guess that's the case. But yeah, he was on that hoe. I seen him decimate plenty of young.
Wild, man. Adam is definitely gonna regret this. If he doesn't already, he will. He can try to act like whatever he want. I don't care how much money he get. He eventually one day he's gonna regret this. Man. Your daughter gotta grow up.
I would agree. You seen the one with Sneeko when he was on there with Adam. He was like, "Yeah, we'll gradually introduce it to our daughter. Mommy was a model. People enjoy mommy's pictures." And Sneeko, "Mommy got BBC'd."
Right. That don't even. I think you know what I think it is with Adam. It's like ignorance. Where you swear because your daughter's baby, so you think you could say all that shit to her. You can't really see that she's gonna be a grown person one day. And she's gonna be a little girl. You ain't gonna be able to all that shit that you think you're gonna be able to say to her. You're not.
Nah.
You're not. All that, just thinking it's gonna brush over. You're not gonna feel that same way when she start getting older. You're not. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, you're not. Like, see, he just talking. It's ignorance. Like, he'll learn though. He gonna learn the hard way.
And what I tell people too, like it's an interesting situation once you transition from your kids being your babies to like building an adult relationship with your adult children. It's a little different, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
A lot of people don't know how to transition into that, but I mean, most of my kids is grown already, and then they still, and it's weird because they, you know, they love you and they still look at you as dad. So in their mind, they still feel, some of them still feel like they're kids, and I had to tell them, you grown,
right?
Don't worry.
But I'm talking about even before his daughter get grown, when she like 8, 9 years old. That's the part I'm talking about. Like, not even a grown part. How you deal with that? You think he thinking he just gonna be able to talk like how the shit he be saying now? He think he gonna just say that to an 8, 9-year-old, his own daughter. Like, that ain't gonna work like that, nigga.
He don't put it into perspective like that. He don't think about it.
He don't. He think that it's gonna be
now.
Right.
Yo, Kim Kardashian ran into that shit where some people leaked her Ray J sex video to her kids, and it was on their devices. And she was crying and called Kanye over, and Kanye said, "Oh, yeah, I remember you was a hoe. I still loved you." And he ran over there and was he pat the situation down.
Yeah, you see, she calmed down because the other day, remember when she had the first baby, she was still posting them naked pictures. And then after a while, you see all that shit slow down because eventually you regret it. Your kids start asking shit that you don't want to answer. That's how you know you're embarrassed by it. Your kids start now. How Adam 22 gonna answer that if his daughter asks him about mommy getting bent? Who is that guy that was behind mommy? Like how that? Who's that big black dude that was behind mommy? Like what? Like, this is crazy, man. Like,
and the internet is ruthless, bro. The internet is
ruthless. It's niggas on the internet that'll wait until she get grown just to send her the video. The little girl. Dead serious.
You're right, though.
Dead serious. It's gonna be people up there waiting to send her that shit. So you know what I mean? You know how that go, man.
Poor kid.
Yeah, man. It's sad, man. You know. That's who I'd be more worried about, the kids, man. You see what happened to poor Bobby Christina, man.
Oh,
everybody thought that Whitney and Bobby shit was cute until it came out in the little girl, like, because they all must have been getting high in that house. Everybody.
Yeah.
Bobby, Whitney, the daughter, the steps, the little godson dude they had, all of them was in the house getting high.
Well, they said that a lot of times when Bobby and Whitney would go on their binges, they would leave her with like caretakers, and they were all in the same house, but they would be locked in a certain spot.
Yeah, I don't believe none of that shit. I don't crackhead, nigga. You know how that shit go. Crackheads don't plan on getting high. You understand what I'm saying? Crackheads don't make. Let me set an appointment for 6 o'clock to get high. Let me get the babies. They don't. Crackheads don't operate like that. Like, I don't care if they rich too. Like, fiends do not operate like that. Is cappery. Like, they was all in that house getting geeked up. Yeah, they was all in there getting high. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Bobby Christina might have been getting high from a little girl for real.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that.
If she was a fat little girl, then all of a sudden we seen her, she was skinny.
That's true. Yo, Mac, much love to the wifey. Tell her I said hello. I'm laughing. I'm always laughing at everything.
Yeah.
You gotta find humor in most of life. If you run around mad as fuck, you gotta find some humor somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, because this life is a short trip.
That is a fact too.
But it's a long journey if your ass can't find humor.
Man. A long, rough one too, because life will be kicking your ass for real. Like,
real. And I was telling you before too, like, man, I know you covered a lot of the Corey Holcomb stuff. And I was like, one dude I do not want to beef with ever in life is Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, he's petty. He petty. He gonna take it to the abyss with you. Like, if you go there with him, he's gonna go to the abyss with you. That's why I like him though.
Yeah, me too.
Comedians like you just. But see the thing. This the thing with Corey. Like if you watch him, you notice that he never starts nothing. It's mainly him like replying to other people saying shit about him. But if you say the slightest shit about him that he don't like, he's going to the abyss on you the first time. Like it ain't gonna be like you said it a couple times. He let you rock. Nah,
he's gonna ride that out.
Because he was frying Jess Hilarious for a while too. Like you know what I'm saying. She had said something about him. He was frying her ass. Like
yo, he fried Aries Spears. That shit was brutal.
Yeah, it could have been worse to me. He went light on Aries because it could have been worse. Like he went. What's this dude? He went crazy on. Remember dude from his name Alex Thomas. He used to be on the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, that nerd dude.
Nah, remember when Jamie Foxx had started working for the Jingle Company?
I'm looking this mug up now.
Yeah, Google Alex.
I don't think
Thomas.
I've ever seen that.
That was like the last, like towards the end of the series, like Alex Thompson, I think his name is.
Oh, Thompson?
Yeah. Let me see. Alex Thompson. I think it's Alex Thomas. He was frying that nigga. He went on him crazy. Like, let me see. Alex
Thompson. Is it a white boy?
Nah, Alex. It's a white black dude. Alex Thomas, I think, comedian. Yeah, Alex Thomas. Yeah. Put comedian because that's a regular ass name.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a regular ass name.
Yeah, that could be a million.
I know
you know who he is. He was calling him a fruit booty raccoon. He was calling him all kind of shit. Like, yeah, he was going crazy on Alex Thomas. Like,
no, say it ain't so.
Yeah, said they be sitting up at Eddie Murphy house, all kind of crazy shit. He was going crazy on that nigga.
And Corey is just ruthless, bro.
He ruthless.
You know who else was ruthless? They said Patrice O'Neal. Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice was wild too. Patrice was wild. Like I ain't gonna. Patrice. If you ask a lot of the Manosphere people, Patrice kind of started that shit.
Yo.
Go look at most of the Manosphere people. If you go, especially the black ones, if you go, most of them got it from Patrice O'Neal for real.
You right as hell. You right as hell. They said that Patrice was banned from the comedy club. Was one of the ones in California, so he would just hang out in the parking lot. He had more people outside chilling with him than was in the club, so they let him back in.
You know Patrice was funny because he died a long time ago, and they still be bringing that nigga name up. And he was underground for real. Like he was mad funny.
Andrew Schultz, that comedian, he says Patrice is one of his favorite and most influential comedians because Patrice wasn't afraid to be unapologetically wrong. And then Patrice even told people, you don't know you took it too far till you take it there. So who are you?
I can see that because Schultz is kind of like that too. Schultz be like pushing the line type shit. Like Schultz is funny though.
Yeah, I think
funny.
Julia put me on to Andrew Schultz a while back.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz is funny. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
yeah, my boy is like hilarious.
It's funny. I ain't gonna lie. He be going in on the crowds, like when he be doing his stand up, he be going in on the hecklers and all that shit. He funny. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
And there's this one time he was in the show and the crowd just didn't give him much to work with. And Schultz goes, I'm trying to find funny in this. There ain't nothing you talking and saying to me even remotely funny.
Yeah, funny.
That's what made people laugh. You saying depressing shit to me right now. Yo, you know his boy Akash Singh that does the Brilliant Idiot. That dude's actually coming along. I never watched his stand up before. He's actually
he's getting better than he was.
Yeah,
he's definitely getting better than he was. He was corny at first to me, but now he be saying a little shit that be funny sometimes. Like,
yeah. Like I seen one episode where he was sitting in the audience and it was a male female friend, and he said, "Okay, who paid for the ticket?" The male friend did. So he told her, he said, "Well, if he paid for the ticket, you paying for the tab." And then Akash took the dude's wallet.
Oh yeah, I seen that clip. Yeah, I did see that clip the other day. I seen
the wallet.
He said, "You pay for the tab." Like, yeah, I seen that shit.
Cause we always been out there, man. Like there's like I always been a gentleman. I pay for a lot of dates, and that's one of the things that's like even now, me being an old dude that's single, don't really be wanting to be paying for no dates or some ungrateful ass chicks. I don't want to be doing
that's the
that
era
shit.
we in now. Like, you feel what I'm
You know?
saying? I feel like now it's like these chicks be
I'd
like
rather
feeling
go-
like you
I'd rather
gotta
go
do
sit-
it. Like,
Hell no, I'd rather go sit at Outback by myself, grab me some cold beer, and get me a fire ass meal.
Shit.
for real, I don't know, man. This is the shittiest era for real, like that I seen dating that I ever seen in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is garbage. I ain't even gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
you're
man.
right. Yo,
It's the internet though. Everybody think they supposed to have all this money, and in real life, it ain't really like that.
Mm-hmm.
I went on a date once with a girl that was so trash that the bartender gave me her number. The girl just wasn't like, she was so trash, and I still was laughing and having fun. I was like, "Yo, you ain't gonna ruin my night, bitch."
Yeah,
Just
but
because you a shitty person. And then the bartender was like, where did you meet her? I said, on Tinder. He's like, she's an asshole.
man.
She's like, you're cute. Here, and she gave me her number. I was like, cool. Thank you, bitch.
She like the way
know?
you dealt with that shit. That shit was crazy.
Still paid for it. Didn't split the tab. Gave her the salute and deleted.
Yeah,
her
I would
contact.
never do no weird shit like that. I don't care how ridiculous the bitch acting. Like, if we out on a date, she acting stupid, I'ma just pay the tab and go home. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna be like, oh, you acting funny, so I'ma just pay for mine, you pay for yours. I ain't doing no shit like that.
I did that before.
Yeah, I can't do no shit. Yeah, I ain't about to be arguing with this bitch at this table, man. I'm about to pay this. I'm about to pay this bill and go about my business, man.
Well, the way it was, she oh fuck, she was drinking and shit like that, and I put 2 tabs, one with my credit card and one with my debit card. One was for her, one was for me, and I was just gonna pay both of them. But the thing was, I was holding her wallet because she didn't lose it because she didn't have pockets.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave him her card and said, "Put it on that tab," and I paid my tab and I left.
Oh, but you ain't tell her.
No, I gave the bartender her wallet to hold.
Oh yeah.
And she done ran up like a fucking $200 tab too.
Yo, you can run up if you a drinker. Drinkers can run up a tab and a half at the bar, bro.
Well, just the drink since this started, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $30.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you order them chicks be ordering them mixed drinks. You drink a few of those shits.
$9 a piece.
Yeah, sometimes like $13 for one of them shits.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
It is what it is. I just don't. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not about to be arguing with this woman at this table about. You feel what I'm saying? Like the shit people be doing, like pull your phone out, start recording. Oh, I ain't paying for it. Just food good to me. It's niggas eating their whole food in front of the chick face. I ain't doing no shit like that. I don't care how obnoxious the girl acting. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna end it. The only thing I think I would push back on, they had girls that was trying to make. They were trying to make the guy buy their kids.
Oh, I ain't doing no shit like that, bitch.
No. Now you getting out of hand.
Where they daddy at? Like, what?
No, it's different. But you gotta think. But now it depends on how you're putting that in perspective. If you've been together for 3 or 4 years,
that's different. Yeah, that's different. You don't even gotta ask me to feed the kids like
so what are
this.
you talking about, Julian? Just like the first date type thing?
Yeah, he talking about the first date. Yes.
No, that ain't happening.
Yeah, you ain't getting nothing for them kids. That ain't my kids. Like,
I'm team fuck them kids, and that's okay. I don't know them motherfuckers. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know them. Like,
Julian said, I got all 13 of mine grown and out the house.
For real, like.
Shut up, I ain't got 13 kids. Shut your ass up.
Shit, it still might be fuck the girl. I don't even know you to be buying your kids, honey. You lucky I'm feeding you for real. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what? This is crazy.
I've never ran into the circumstance where I had a girl do that.
Me neither.
But I have been in the circumstance where the girl barely ate her food and we got a to-go bag and then she wasn't feeling me and I could tell she wasn't feeling me. So I knew she's probably going to bring that back to the dude she really was fucking.
I never been through that.
I've seen that shit before and I was like, all right.
Yeah, I never been through that.
So I had a raggedy chick come to my house and my vodka wasn't good enough for her. I was like,
what the fuck? I've only took one girl out to dinner that wasn't my like girlfriend, and I fucked that night, obviously. But
And you a hoe.
I don't just take random girls to dinner. I'm not spending money on you if you ain't worth my time.
I ain't
Yes,
going
it's
front. I took random chicks to mad dinners
I've done it
before,
too.
Nah,
like,
I'm not.
That's
I'm
how.
not.
That's how. Especially back in our. See, it was kind of different back then too, cause you had to kind of like it was no internet. See, my brother, he been on this internet shit. Like
Yeah.
been on that shit. Back then though,
Yeah.
before it was internet dating, you kind of that's
Yeah,
what you had to do.
Yeah, Julian was scrolling Facebook on his Flip Razor.
Yo, that's what I told Chase, man.
For
I
real,
was on
for
the
real.
internet before he ever even came out the ovaries.
That's a fact. And the 90s, you was on it when you start like the 90s, right?
Yeah, the 90s, yeah, early 90s.
AOL
Actually,
chat rooms and all that shit.
even earlier than that. They brought us in the rooms where we joined. I was on the internet in the 2nd or 3rd grade. Like they showed us how to surf the internet way back then. So even as a young buck, I already had some exposure to the internet.
I was like
that's
Internet Explorer.
It was
Yeah.
pre-Internet Explorer days, man, when you had to do MS-DOS prompts
Yeah,
to
that
get
shit.
to the internet.
Yeah,
That
Oh,
was
damn.
back in the
You should
day,
be
yeah,
smart.
bro.
yeah, that's the first Apple computer, and it's playing like motherfucking Oregon Trail Run and
Yeah,
all that
for
stupid
real.
shit on it.
Solitaire,
Yeah,
my
motherfucking
granddad,
Pac-Man and shit.
Minesweeper.
Well, my
Mhm.
granddad, he had the Tandy 2000. It was one of the early Apple joints.
Mhm.
He had that Tandy 2000. Was the first motherfucker in the neighborhood with a PC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, back in the old days, he probably was the first motherfucker in the neighborhood with a color TV because that motherfucker always was leading trends.
Facts. Hell yeah. But yeah, you been on that shit. Before this internet shit, you had to take girls out. That's how you got to know them. You know what I'm saying? You meet them, you take them out, unless it was a bird, like, you know what I'm saying? Some roadkill.
Much love, Mac. Thank you for sharing the broadcast. We appreciate you, big dog.
We do
I'm
it
telling
every
you,
Sunday.
we gonna kidnap. We do it. We trying to do it every Sunday, but we gonna kidnap Mac one day so we can have some legendary what do you call it? Legendary wisdom infused into the circumstance. Because Mac has always never steered me wrong, man. He's always got good advice. Brother
Word.
Mac.
We 3 Sundays in a row so far.
Yeah.
We'll keep
We
that
get there.
Oh,
Yeah, we get there.
But-
I'm streaming right now too, so we're gonna see how this go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Said
But, hey,
legendary
much love.
old man BS.
You the youngest old dude I know.
Is
Word.
he your age, Julian?
Huh?
He around your age?
Nah, he's younger than me. He's my younger brother.
Wait, that's your
Yeah.
brother too?
No, he talking about Mac McCullough.
I'm talking
Oh
about
no,
Mac.
Mac's older than me. Mac's older than me.
Motherfucker, I know who y'all are.
Yeah, my bad. My
we
bad.
talked
I've been
about this
sipping.
damn first week
I've
I
been
met.
sipping.
Order.
Very old dude. That's right. Yo, no, Mac. Yeah, Mac's older than me. He's got more wisdom than me. He's got me by not too many years. I mean, he might look younger than me, but still, I'm younger. I actually got less years.
You younger on paper.
I'm younger on paper. I'm younger on paper.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
Think that's it. About
Oh, you
50
65?
minutes.
Dog? He's the same age as Pops.
Man,
Don't
damn.
tell me
Yeah, he's
now.
the same age as Pops. Yeah, Pops just
Okay.
turned 65, right?
Yeah,
No, it's
yes,
Pops
sir.
65. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
my mom's
65, yeah.
64. Yeah.
Yeah, so this week, try to talk to Mac, see if he and try to get him to learn how to use
Yo.
Streamlabs. We can bring him on next week.
Yo,
That's cool
well,
with me
yeah,
too. Hell yeah.
Yo, Mac, my respect, bro. You old enough to be my pops. Even though I told Pops you ain't old enough to be my pops, man. You was out there putting penis and stuff when you shouldn't have been, man. You should have been
Yeah.
playing with Legos, nigga.
Yeah, Pops had you when you was young, right? He was mad young.
Yeah, so if you think about it, 65, 18, 17.
Nah, he was 16,
Mhm.
17.
Yeah. He didn't know because I outparted his ass.
That's hilarious.
He outparted you?
Oh yeah, Mac. We used to do events at the house, man. Mac Mac be here still drinking. I go to bed. Shit. If you was at my house and I got tired, I just went to my room on your ass. You just keep partying, man. I just went to bed.
Make yourself at home. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Lock the door behind you when you leave.
You know what I'm saying? But
if you're
in those
drunk,
days,
put your keys on the counter.
in those days in Woodbridge, man, we had some cool ass chicks that would come and hang with us. And I would always make sure I had their favorite drinks. I wake up in the morning to a completely cleaned house, all dishes washed, shot glasses done. Those girls would take care of us.
Yeah, that's good money.
Back
You
in
got
the
them type of chicks around. Yeah, that's definitely good money. Hell yeah. They
We had
clean
some
up. You
awesome
wake up to a clean house. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't even
Mhm.
talk any trash. Those girls were like awesome. I'm still friends with most of them today. But yeah, we old now. They got kids and husbands and families and shit right now.
Yeah. That's most people, man. Everybody went their own separate ways, man.
I mean, if you're gonna grow as a human being, yeah, you're gonna like you're gonna move off and do your own thing.
That's
and
a
even,
fact.
Yeah, and even with the whole family thing is like some people are happier with family. Some people think they don't need them and they talk shit about them, but in the end, they're not fulfilled individuals. I don't think anybody that just selfishly lives their life and runs around are happy at the end. It's very few of them that will be, especially women.
Exactly. You don't have no kids or something. Eventually, you're gonna be miserable in the end. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
or at least raise somebody else's kids. You gotta have some kind of kids around, or some motherfuckers you raise.
And kids make you grow up too, man. I don't even think I even grew up as a man until after Nene was born. I was still kind of a little
yeah, you were still young though.
A weirdo, like lazy nigga.
He was clubbing and shit still.
You know what I'm saying? Clubbing at 17, 18 years old with Crazy Joe. Yo, I wonder where that motherfucker at, man, because he tried to like incorporate. Okay, I'm gonna let that motherfucker go. Never mind.
I already know. You talking about Joe from around the corner from here? Yeah. I forgot about that nigga. I hope he's still alive. Like,
I hope so too.
Cause that nigga was old, wasn't he? Old?
He wasn't that old. He was he
older
probably
than
was like
you.
30. He was like 30.
And think about how young, nigga, you was young, True. Dog. That nigga about 50, 60 years old. Yeah. He gotta be like then there 60 years old. If he ain't 60.
True.
He an old nigga. This was the mid 90s. He was 30 something already.
Yeah, that's true.
Julian just turned 60.
But I know what you was about to, I know what you was about to say though. I remember that shit. Like, I mean, you can say it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going in on a nigga.
Nah. I don't even know where this nigga at. I don't want to even go in on him because that shit's you gonna have to go in on him. You're gonna have to go in on him. It's like not nothing I could even pull punches with.
Yeah, that's a fact. You gotta go in. Maybe one day in the future. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We can tell the story about Crazy Joe. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they can call me Batman. Crazy Joe. Hell yeah, that'll be a wild story to tell. Like, man.
Yo, we got so many stories that like I was even thinking about like a lot of the stories we have. We got so many stories to tell from back in the day.
You remember that time we walked from my house to Steve and them house and they was living on the north end, and then we was up there smoking and y'all started tripping.
Yo, for real. That was crazy. And you know what's funny? I remember the look on Steve's face.
Like, I remember that day like it was yesterday because we walked from over here. Yeah, we walked all the way from over here to there, and then we walked back too. Like,
yo.
And remember that time you came to get me from my house and it was a blizzard outside? This when you was living with Crazy Joe.
Oh, sure. Oh shit. I don't
blizzard.
Even
we walked from you came from your grandfather's house. You met me at my house, and then we walked around the corner to where you was staying at. Shit. Yeah, I remember that shit was a blizzard outside. Like,
I remember one time we walked to my homeboy Terrence's house.
Yeah, I remember that too. He was living right over there by Noble Ave and shit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my boy Kerry live on that same street, like right on that same little street.
You cool with that? He said next Sunday, let's talk about Kanye. I really feel for that.
Oh, I'm cool with that. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We got it. Hey Mac, you got a do you? I know it's a stupid question. You got a PC with a cam and a mic, or not even that? You got a laptop. Oh, he could do it on the phone.
You can do it from your phone.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah, you could do it. You could go on StreamYard from your phone. If you got a app, iPhone or Android.
Yeah, I just bought the new 14 Pro Max.
Oh yeah, you good. That
flexing and shit.
Yeah,
14 Pro Max.
I ain't really. I'm not.
I just got the 14 Pro Max.
This motherfucker.
I didn't even pay for it. I went in the Apple store, dropped my dick on the counter. You deserve a 14 Pro Max.
He said, "I got a desktop with a camera. Say less."
Yeah.
Oh shit, say less, my G.
Yeah,
you're gonna be looking fire up at this moment.
Yeah, you probably gonna have the best shot out of all our shit for real.
Hey, Julian can't be talking shit. This motherfucker called me the minute he got his new 14 Pro Max. Don't do that.
I did too. I was happy. I was like, I just got me a 14 Pro Max. I'm gonna get all the bitches now.
and that motherfucker still don't ring.
You know what I'm saying? It still don't ring. My settings, for some reason, something's in my settings that make my phone not ring.
For real?
Yeah, it still don't ring, man. Unless I have the ringer on during the day, yeah, then it do ring. But yeah,
you got it on do not disturb. You got it on do not disturb or something.
He does when he goes to sleep. At 8 o'clock, he turns do not disturb.
My shit turns to do not disturb from about like 8 or 9 p.m. until like 7 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
I still call it 6:30 a.m.
6:30. Yo, but if I got my phone open, it does ring. Like it'll ping me if I have it open.
All right, well, Mac will be on here with us next week. Hell yeah.
Yo, Mac will be up in here showing that legendary wisdom on that ass. That legendary wisdom. We still got to kidnap Pops into the fold.
And we gotta get. I'm telling you, we gotta get Will up here. We have to get Sauce up here. We have.
I messaged Sauce and told him that we were gonna holler at him.
Yeah, we gotta get him up here, and we gotta get Fatty up here too.
Facts.
We gotta get Fatty
and Sean.
That episode, I swear to God, I listened to that episode with Fatty on Saw shit all the time. I be in tears, crying like that nigga Fatty funny. I be in tears crying.
Fatty definitely he should do some open mic shit, man. And you know what's funny is like Dave is just as hilarious, but
Dave probably more funny.
Yeah, but Dave found Jesus. He found God.
Can't be. So you already know how
this shit at
all.
Old
Dave was wild.
Is that the cousin you was telling me about?
Yes. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Yo, we talk about fam on the side. I can't. And that dude will tell his own stories.
Yeah, let him tell his own shit. For real. Like,
I'm not gonna tell his stories.
Now you saying he was funny as shit.
Oh, that motherfucker is hilarious.
Hilarious, definitely. Oh, all of them though. I ain't gonna front because Will Sauce funny too. Like they want to make it funny.
B minor, hilarious. Fucking, we had some good times on the Carol Ave porch.
Oh hell talking, yeah,
getting drunk and talking. That's why I said if we had podcasts back then, man, we would have fucking cornered the market.
I think we need to get. We can still do. I think we need to get Carl too. He could talk about his books and shit like that too.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
Get Carl up here. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, and like I said, man, like I told Will, eventually try to get Bernard and Pops up here too. Like
they'll be down. They'll be down.
Bernard could talk about his interview Bernard getting pick his brain about the the R&B group and all that shit.
Yeah. That's what I told
people.
Be
a nigga at my job still playing their music right now. Like, that's serious. A nigga at my job, old school nigga at my job, be playing their shit right now. Like
that's what's up.
Who's your favorite artist right now?
Mine?
Yeah.
I
know Julian don't have one. He don't listen to much music.
Probably this rapper from Detroit named Skilla Baby.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, he's nice, like you know what I'm saying. That's what if I listen to the rap, it's gonna be somebody that's ain't really mainstream. Hip hop is trash. Like most of the good shit is on the underground. Like the shit.
He got a song right here with G Herbo.
He just dropped the album with T Grizzly a couple months ago.
And that's one thing I get Chase. Too. Yo, Chase be listening to
I know my music.
Eclectic amount of music.
Right. All right. So who's your favorite artist right now? Not no old, the new artist, like not an old artist.
Ooh, that's hard. Rilo Rodriguez is good.
I never heard of him.
Mhm. The Baby's good.
Baby.
NLE Choppa is good.
I like NLE. I like NLE.
G Herbo's fire.
Yeah, I like G Herbo.
I don't know none of these niggas.
These all young dudes.
Lil New is good.
I never heard of him either. Where Lil New from?
NUU.
Where he from?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I just listen to shit on fucking Rotate and find new songs.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Another name came in my head.
Rob 49 is good.
Oh, I like Rob 49's album Fire. Rob 49 is fire.
Obviously, Future's always gonna be good.
Yeah, I like Future. Yeah,
I
like
Drake.
I like ESTG. You like ESTG?
Yes, sir. I will never listen to Drake though. I do not.
Oh
like
hell
Drake
no! Drake is like popcorn music. Like
yeah, it's like listening to fucking Kids Bop.
I swear it is. I agree. It's really and his music don't
it don't change over the years.
It don't age well neither.
It's
you can't go back and listen to no
shit.
old Drake. Yeah, it don't sound. It don't really age well. Lil Wayne music don't really age well neither.
You never heard Rilo Rodriguez?
Nah.
I
never heard of him.
Yo, hey, Terrell, I just thought about another cat we got to bring in, Dave Jackson.
Oh hell yeah,
Jackson. We definitely got to bring Rebel Gentleman into the fold.
Yeah, definitely, Dave. Got to bring Dave up because we'll be up here kicking it about old shit for a minute because we got a bunch of stories with Dave. Like even that time we was in New York, that shit.
Yo, I tell that story a couple times, yo. So check this out, Chase. This little nigga was like, how old was you?
I was like 14
years old.
Man, like 14.
We rolling through New York City. Like he's sitting in fucking ciphering with like grown ass niggas and holding his own in the rap game.
Hang on, pause real quick. Pause real quick. I'm gonna let you finish. Do you like watching ciphers?
Yeah. I watch them sometimes.
All right, keep going. My bad.
So we rolled up and we was walking down the street and we ran into some sorority chicks. And we told him that he was 18 years old. He was only 14.
I was like, first of all, back then I was like 110 pounds.
Yo, he looked every bit of 12.
Facts. I was mad little.
But his verbal game tricked them. They thought it was. He's hugged up with bitches that was like 19 years old.
One of them chicks was really on me for real. Am I lying, bruh? Am I lying?
Nah, you ain't lying.
She was really on me. And she was like 19, 20, something like that. They was in college.
Yo, but
I was a baby.
Yo, he had the spit game though. He knew how to talk. He knew how to move like a man. So they was believing it. It was like, yo, you look mad young. You sure you 18?
Yeah, I was a baby.
Everybody, either I don't know if I look old as fuck or my mom looks young. When we go to the stores and shit, like, I'll take her to the store and shit. Everybody's like, how long y'all been married? I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
Well, his mom looks young.
She does.
And was she like 40 something?
She's like 47.
46.
45?
Okay.
I forgot I'm way older than his mom.
Yeah, she young.
You're the same age as my dad. My mom's 2 years younger.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. Your
How old are you?
young.
You're 49.
Yeah, I'm 49. I just turned 49. Yeah.
You're 4 years older than my mom.
Damn,
that's
bro,
what, like, one day I had his mom laughing. He told me, he's like, yo, shut up. You ain't going to be my next stepdaddy. Stop trying to make my mom giggle. I was like, it's too late now. It's too late.
That's funny as shit.
I'm glad I tuned in. Much success, brothers. Thanks, Mac.
Much love, big dog.
Hey, you gonna be here next weekend, man. Hey, let me share my screen real quick and show him Rilo real quick. See what he thinks. Rilo been around a while though. I wouldn't say he's new. I wouldn't say he's old.
Play like a quick snippet of it because they'll clip the stream for that shit too.
Oh, for real?
Did they really?
Yeah. The matter of fact, don't even play it. It's music.
We'll wait. We'll just wait till we're done.
Yeah, till we come down. Yeah. As you play that.
What you drinking, Julian?
We got the Johnny Walker in tribute to my kid's Asian grandpops. He loved this shit. Johnny Walker Black.
Would he die?
Oh, he died. Yeah, he died a few years ago.
Rest in peace soon. Shit, I got some Don Julio.
You drinking? You been
Nah, I ain't
drinking
drinking
tonight?
shit. Nah, I ain't drink
No, he
shit.
ain't.
'Cause I just had it
He's
since
not
the
a
other day,
drinker.
shit. Yeah, I don't drink like that.
What do you mean? That fucking bottle's almost empty.
Yeah, that shit old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit old. I
You
got
just
another
leave-
bottle. I got another bottle of vodka that been up there since 2020.
Yeah.
I don't be drinking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no
Yo,
wrong with
once I retire and I could partake, man, I ain't gonna be a drinker either. I'm gonna be more of a
I don't think so. I don't believe you.
I don't believe him either.
Now I remember when he used to smoke, like, so I know how it affects him differently than it. He think he gonna want to smoke. He ain't.
He gonna hit it that he gonna smoke it that one time and get real hot and be
He be
Fuck.
tripping.
He
Like
gonna be laying in the
a trip.
bed. He gonna be
It
laying
matter
in the
what
bed trying to remember how to breathe and everything.
Yo, I had one situation where I was like, I don't know what strain it was. That shit unlocked my brain. It was like a cheat code. I was saying crazy shit to bitches I was just meeting, and they was like they was coming back like weeks later looking for my ass.
That
I
might
said
have been a sativa or something. That
It's
could have been
probably
an
a
indica.
sativa.
Yeah, because the indica make you go to sleep.
Yeah, no, this shit had me wide open, and it felt like there was something weighing on my brain. It just opened it up, and then all my thoughts was just coming like
You
through.
guys should
And I
try
was just-
mushroom.
Yo, I want to try the microdose mushrooms, especially when I retire. I'm a microdose them hoes.
I had one that, like probably like a couple months ago, and that shit was different.
Whole different shit, huh?
Yeah, that shit and it had you high too long. Like you be high for like 7-8 hours for real. Yeah, that shit is
Bro,
wild.
I tell you, I have never seen somebody smoke more than my brother. My little brother has smoked a pound in 2 days.
That's ridiculous.
But he had
Which
money
brother?
like that. Granger, the one that's a cowboy and lives in Colorado.
Okay.
Even if you got money though, that's still like by
It's
itself.
free. It's homegrown.
But is it by itself?
Nah, he had like 2 people with it.
That's
There was
still
just blunt.
They was smoking like big, like probably rolling up
They
3.5 grams in one blunt.
They rolled one blunt, which you're a smoker. You lick it, and they all a Rillo will stick together. They rolled 6 Rillos and rolled a 12 gram
all
blunt.
right. So right there, yeah, that's probably like an ounce or 2 they
And
rolled
so
right
what
there.
they did, they had it rolled, and then they had
The keef on top of it.
no. They had it rolled, and it was rolled with 8.5 grams. No, 12.5 grams. And then they
almost an
put
ounce.
they put fucking tinfoil around the bottom of it and put it in and put the and they made it like a cone, put it down into a fucking 2-liter bottle. And when you put that into the 2-liter bottle, you just light the shit in the bottle, and then just
That sounds
or you can use a
scientific.
vacuum.
Yeah, that's
or
too
you can
much.
use a vacuum.
Yeah, that's too much.
Well, they had it set up with all you had to do was do one thing. But I remember him telling me they rolled a 12.5 gram blunt and smoked it out of a bottle.
Yeah, that's crazy. I seen somebody roll like an ounce on TV, roll like an ounce, and like they had it like they rolled it almost like a mofongo in gel. Like it was crazy, but that's too much because they ain't but so much high. You just gonna end up with a headache.
He works on a ranch out in Colorado with no phone service. They do all kind of shit.
Yeah, he bored.
Yeah, they're bored. They have
Yeah, he
fun,
bored.
and it's all homegrown. They grow weed at the ranch. Like
I ain't gonna lie to you. Smoking a pound of weed in 3 days or whatever that was.
2.5, 3 days.
Yeah, that don't sound like fun. That sound like throwing up. That's a lot of man. That's
It's
a
like
lot
drinking
of
a gallon of liquor.
Yeah, I be smoking. Like I can smoke. It's worse. I done that before. Drunk a gallon of liquor out of shots. I done that before. I think it's worse than that. A pound of weed.
Let me tell you some crazy shit too,
man.
I was remember Julian. I don't know if I should bring it up. We used to stream on another platform, and that's where I first met Julian. And I was in his box streaming with him, kind of like this, but it's like a box on your stream and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I guess.
And I went out with my buddies downtown in Montgomery, Alabama, and I shotgunned 37 Long Island iced teas back to back.
Oh man, them shits is like the devil. The Long Island iced tea by itself is crazy.
I lost my friends. I didn't know where everybody went. I was fucked up. It was free.
Went black.
Let's see, downtown, they got one hotel where all drinks are free for 2 hours.
Yeah,
I
but
took
them type
advantage of
places
that
ain't nothing to do down there but drink.
Drink and fuck bitches. Go to Montgomery if you want to, and shoot people.
I'm already knowing.
It's awful.
Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, all that shit down there ain't nothing to do but drinking. You know what you just said.
But get fucked up and listen to country music. And I don't even listen to that bullshit.
Unless you in Memphis, they down there killing too.
I'm the wrong skin color to be in Memphis, buddy. I'd be dead in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they said Memphis like the murder capital right now. For real,
it is.
People don't know that.
Memphis and Chicago.
Well, Memphis worse than Chicago for real.
Memphis
Statistically, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Baton Rouge too. Where Rob 49 and them from.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
Where are you at? Where you at?
I'm in Connecticut.
Connecticut. That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what's funny?
Crazy shit. People think it's sweet up here. You get your whole shit knocked off playing in my city. Like, what? Yeah, they think people be like Connecticut. You come to where I'm from, you'll get your whole shit knocked off playing around out here. Like, yeah,
for real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But people think that, but you come out here, it ain't certain pockets you go into. You'll be it's niggas there. Yeah, like New Haven, Hartford, Bridgeport, even Waterbury now is getting bad.
Yo, Waterbury actually been bad for decades. It just wasn't like it
wasn't a lot of killing, but it been more killing up there now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Where I'm at, it always been killing and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? New Haven, Hartford, Bridgeport always been killing. Hartford going crazy right now.
Yo, I was living in Hartford before I moved out to Virginia. And then my boy was a parole. Like the dude I met him in when I was working as a correction officer. He was a parole officer, and he came to visit me at my house, and he was like, "Dude, you need to move."
Where you was living at?
I was living in Hartford in a spot where he said that it was spack. I had young kids at the time. It was spackle with like child molesters.
But I'm saying where side of town? Like where you was living at? Like the blue? Was you living like the Blue Hills Avenue area, like up near Weaver High School and all that shit?
It's possible. I gotta ask Nene.
Was it a nicer area?
No, it wasn't nice at all.
It was the hood. You was probably in the north end somewhere.
No, in Hartford, they actually, the store next to me, after we moved, people came in and murdered all the people in that store. The store that was right next to my apartment building. Like a couple weeks after I moved, they murdered all the people that worked in that store.
All right, this how I'll be able to tell what side of town you was on. Was there more Puerto Ricans or blacks?
There was way more blacks, like Jamaicans.
Oh yeah, you was on the north end. 100%. That's where the Jamaicans and the black people be on the north end. The other, because Hartford, contrary to what people believe, Hartford is wild segregated. Like the South End, all Spanish, and even the black people from the South End don't mess with the niggas from the North End. They don't. Like it's like mad segregated. Like it's wild out there. Like, but the Jamaicans and the black people be on the North End and like out there.
Like I had it when I went out there when I was working in Hartford. Now I was working from the agency I was with, and we went out, and they sent me with a 6'4" white dude in a 100% black community. They were staring at us like you don't belong here. You with that dude, I might have been able to get away with being there. He couldn't. And then we calling them on the radio trying to tell them, like, "Oh, you got motherfuckers staring at us. What's going on?" And they ignored us because they were doing some other shit. And then me and this nigga, I said, "Yo, let me get you out of here, bro. We gotta bounce." But they looking at you like, "Yo, who this motherfucker?"
They looking at him like he police.
And he was police.
Yeah, they knew he was police. Looking like a cop. You 6'4", they don't see no white boys like that. Like you 6'4", big. Even I say they don't see that type of shit, especially walking around. He look like police.
And they put us out there like that. And I was like, "Yo, you could have got this man killed."
Nah, they ain't gonna kill him. One thing in the hood, that's one little. I'm telling you, they not. That's one misconception people got in the hood, man. When you in the hood, man, people ain't touching no white people, man.
Yo,
you don't think so?
Hell no, they ain't touching no white people.
I can tell you one thing. Back in the hood where I'm from, in Middlebrook, Alabama, called Sandtown. I took my ex-girl. She was staying with some people over there, and she had to go pick all her shit up. So I pulled up to the house. She got out when I got her shit. I had 9 fucking AKs pointed in my fucking head. Said, "Give me everything you got." So
your girl was black or white?
white.
Yeah, I ain't never seen them.
And it's
shit. That's-
and it's all, you know how all them people were?
Mhm.
Everybody I went to high school with.
So they knew who you was.
But 4 of them, I whooped they fucking ass.
But that's different though. That's a personal shit. Like I'm talking about.
That's
like,
their fault. They got their ass whooped. You come in with an
listen,
AK? Come on,
but-
man. I
but-
didn't put no weapons on you.
But hear what I'm saying. Like if a random white person is just walking down the street in the hood, ain't nobody gonna touch him because you don't know what that is. He could be police. They probably more scared of you than anything. They know if they do something to you, it's gonna be the whole force.
I call
Nah,
bullshit where I'm from.
I
Not
promise
where I'm
you.
from.
No,
Every
no,
hood's different though.
But here's the
Well, I
thing.
guess-
I'm gonna
you
say
know what?
most
You know
hood. I'm
what?
gonna say
You know
most
what?
hoods.
No,
Most
no, no.
hoods they ain't touching white people.
You're probably right, because think about it. 99% of these people that are on YouTube doing the most ghetto hood never get touched.
That's what I'm telling you.
And
That makes
some
sense.
niggas get their ass
Or
whooped.
unless a white person that gets touched from the hood, if he's from the
He's
hood,
just
it's different.
crazy.
But if it's like a regular white person just walking down the street, they ain't gonna do nothing to you.
That's fair.
Ain't gonna do nothing to you. Cause first of all, you do something, you gotta make the whole area hot.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be police everywhere after you do something to this white person. Like, that's how people in the hood think. Like they ain't gonna. You feel what I'm saying? I'll put it to you like this. I've been to jail several times. My brother will tell you this. I've never seen a white dude walk in the hood and nothing happened to him. That wasn't a crackhead that be stealing and shit like that. Like, in a crackhead and a white dude from the hood ain't really a white dude. He's like a black white dude. The police treating you like the black people and everything. You getting treated the same like everybody else. Like
me and Pops actually recently said he didn't recognize the poor white folks that been struggling from the beginning.
Hell yeah, been getting their ass kicked.
Getting their asses kicked, getting fucked over, just like everybody else.
Facts.
So most people think there's like, oh, white people just got a silver spoon.
Hell no.
Most of these motherfuckers is broke and dealing with garbage and living through whatever. And then
I know
like
some tough ass white boys that, you know what I'm saying, that been through some shit. Like they'll shoot you and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Selling drugs. I know some white people like that.
And
a lot of them is catching hell. Like, you know what I'm saying?
In the trailer park hoods, motherfuckers don't know about that.
Man.
The trailer parks, the meth infested areas.
Go look at West Virginia. The whole state. That whole state fucked up. Like the whole state of West Virginia is fucked up. Like
you could get acres in West Virginia for pennies
cheap.
on a dollar. Yeah.
It's a YouTube channel that I'll be watching called Hood and Rollers, I think it's called. And a dude just ride around with a camera, and the camera's on his dash, and he just riding through neighborhoods. Man, he rode through this neighborhood in West Virginia. It's called War, West Virginia. Man, that shit looked like 1920 something.
Wow.
Dead at the houses look like the 20s. It was crystal great. I'm talking about no supermarkets, no corner store. It looked like the 20s. Wow. And this is West Virginia.
That's crazy.
That's America, man.
America.
Mm-hmm. Just like that town, that part of Philadelphia where you got all the dope heads nodding off like it's the 70s.
Yo, they got that shit in
Kensington.
Cali right now. In Cali, there's like they're overwhelmed with dope heads.
That fentanyl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that fentanyl is the most dangerous shit I ever seen in my life. That shit could kill you. You do it one time, it'll kill you. And it's in damn near everything, like all the drugs.
We've lost family members to that shit already.
That's a fact. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And good niggas, like people that should be here to fucking just vibe with us. We lost them motherfuckers. But I you talk to dad too, like our uncle. Go ahead.
Our uncle what? Yeah, I'm listening.
Uncle Jazz. And my mom told me, like, I knew about Jazz from the beginning. And it was funny. Like, I went to a funeral of a cousin when I was about 16. And my pops took me there.
That was me and you.
Yeah.
That was Roy's funeral.
Oh, really?
Roy Jackson. I remember that. It was me, you and Pops. It was in Stanford.
And
I'm about to tell you, and they took us, and we went to the house. The house was on Irvin Avenue in Stanford. We went up the back steps, And when we went we came through the kitchen, and everybody was saying you look like Jazz. I remember that shit like it was just. I was like 9 years old. You probably have been younger than 16 for real.
Yeah, probably
like
younger
15.
than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know,
was Roy. That was Roy's funeral.
I saw pictures of Jazz at 16, 17 years old, and the nigga does look like me.
To me, I seen pictures of Billy. Ronell looked like Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Ronell looked like Billy. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember meeting Billy as a kid.
Yeah, both them niggas is gone before I was born.
Yeah. I remember like I was in Grandma Becca's house, and Pops didn't talk to Billy. Billy had just got out of jail. Then Billy picked me up and like kissed me on the cheek and held me for a few. I remember that shit.
Hold on, let me ask you this real quick. Was Grandma nice to you when do you remember Grandma being nice?
Yeah, she was nice to me.
Y'all see that? Oh, never mind. I don't need to tell you this.
What happened?
King Von, they're releasing new King Von music.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that on his YouTube channel. I've been seeing that shit.
But I'll talk. Offline, I'll talk with you about.
I already know.
Yeah.
Only reason why I asked you that because my mother's be like, "Oh, your grandmother was the nicest." I'll be like, "I don't remember it like that." Like,
she probably like you don't remember it like that because it probably wasn't nice back then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that gives a testament to your mom that she putting those nice memories in your head that you.
But my grandmother used to love my mom, so that's probably why too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't. You know what I'm saying? When I remember grandma, I was like, she ain't fuck around like that. She wasn't mean, but she. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't.
She wasn't like Aunt Alice to me. Aunt Alice was the sweet one that always. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they Auntie Peanut.
Who's that? Aunt Alice?
Yeah, her nickname was Peanut.
See, yeah, I ain't know that. Yeah, Aunt Alice was the sweet one and shit like that. Yeah.
And I didn't even know. Grandma was like 4'11".
Yeah, she was little. I remember that.
Yeah, she was a tiny. I don't remember that, man.
I remember
Pops
that.
told me that.
Yeah, because even when I think about it now, when I was like 9 years old, she probably was like a little bit taller than me or like the same height as me for real. Like she was mad little. Like I remember that. The crazy shit is I didn't know that her grandmother was still alive in the 80s. That's the shit that
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's the part. That's
and
the
I
part
looked into it.
She died in Queens in like 1988, like in Queens, New York. In the 80s, like 1988. That's the shit that fucked me up because nobody mentioned the lady. Like,
yeah,
that means we got a whole nother section of our family that's in New York somewhere that we don't even know. Like,
we got to talk to Pops, man. There's a cousin that's my age that he met on Ancestry, and he said that dude is like looks like us.
Yeah,
His great grandma and Pop's great grandma were sisters.
That's a close cousin.
Yeah. So the motherfuckers.
He said that's a close cousin.
That's close.
They've been talking. I was like, yo, the Ancestry diet. That's why I tell people, go ahead and do your shit. Do your Ancestry.
Find your peoples, You might find out it's motherfuckers. I seen some shit Ancestry motherfuckers thinking they was Italian. Come to find out they was something else. They was no Italian in them at all. So motherfuckers need to do their shit because people be thinking they something and don't know really what they is for real.
I have no clue.
I have no clue. Because I would have never guessed I got Jewish blood in me.
Yo, I ain't got no
life.
All African.
My shit.
And a speckle of other shit. I seen your shit. You got a bunch of shit.
I got
you got
all
some
kind
Irish,
of shit.
You got Jewish, you got
English, 11% English, 4% Jewish, 1% indigenous North American.
I ain't got no indigenous North American at all.
I think like 7% Wales, all kind of shit. Like, but most of I'm like 80-something% African, like 85, something like that. And the rest of it is like mixed up.
Like, it's the same with me. And that's what's crazy. So, like we got the same pops, different moms, but we still share 20% the same DNA.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe in that half brother shit. There's no such thing as a half brother.
For real,
that shit is dumb.
I ain't never looked
stupid as fuck. I don't even like that. I don't like that term. That shit is stupid. Like, what the fuck is your half brother, nigga?
And that's what I
your
told
brother,
people,
nigga.
yo, that's how I always felt. I was like, yo, and then you know what's funny is like my mom, like she had a baby before me that died.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
And, yo, I always felt I was missing something. Like something was. Then when I fucking found that nigga shit, I was like, yo, it was crazy. I was like, yo, if he hadn't lost, honestly, if he had lived, I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
if he had
they
lived,
probably wouldn't have had another kid.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
have had another kid. They had me. My mom had me to make up for losing him.
Right.
Yeah. So
that shit was meant to happen. You know how that shit go.
Yeah,
hell yeah. But hell yeah, I don't believe in that half brother shit, nigga. Look at the DNA numbers, nigga. That shit don't even see no such thing as a half brother. That shit is dumb as fuck. Yeah, that shit dumb. Nigga grow up in the same house because y'all got different daddies. Y'all got y'all half brothers. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It was a half brother.
And honestly, too, like even in a situation like even as a young buck, you always was a good, you know what I'm saying, a good solid motherfucker I could talk to, and you tell me the truth no matter what. Even if I didn't like it, you gonna tell me the truth.
It's still like that. It's still like that. It's still like that.
It's still
as
like
it
that.
should be.
Yeah. That's what I told you, man. Yeah, it's and the thing about it is like that's what like I told people. Like I found out when I tell people the truth, I lose friends. People stop talking.
That's why I ain't got no friends. That's the only friend I got because
if I tell them the truth,
I don't give a fuck.
They stop talking to me, man.
You was gonna lose them anyway. That's how I look at that shit, man. Because if you can't take the truth, somebody can't tell you the truth. That's on you.
Yeah.
But you want somebody to keep lying to you every day? That shit crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't work like that. But you's gonna lose them people any goddamn way. Like, you know how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? You lose friends any fucking way, regardless. You might just lose them for no reason. You know how much people we ain't got no beef, but we don't speak like that just because people grow up. Mad people. It happens like that.
And I learned to accept that with like a lot of friendships, because there's people that I thought was ride or die friends, and I found out through their behavior that they weren't. And it still didn't hurt any less because I love these motherfuckers, and I thought they were ride or die, and I had to like.
Yeah, you don't know if somebody ride or die till something happened.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers say they gonna do this and that, but when you motherfucker don't really know till the shit have really happened type shit. Like, you know how that shit go.
You know?
Yeah, but shit, you go old man. I never seen an old man with a bunch of friends in my life.
True.
Not one old nigga. Every old nigga be by their goddamn self. They might got one homeboy. They might got one homeboy.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't even argue with that shit.
I've never seen an old nigga with a bunch of friends in my life ever. And that's every nationality. I don't care what color they are. Like,
yo, I was talking with Juliana about that shit too, because their family is really tight, right? And a couple of my daughters are looking at like trying to move out and buy their own home. And I told them they should do that. You should group together. But the only problem with girls, if you had a group of sons, that would be a little easier. A group of girls, they're gonna be building with another nigga, so it's a little harder. But yeah, I told her, I said, yo, if y'all could do that, that's tight.
Unless it's a multi-family house, like I say, if it's a 2-family house and one get upstairs, another one get downstairs, then it'd be straight. Like, but if y'all all living in one house, it's gonna be hard. You can't do that no more. Y'all gonna end up beefing.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what's gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
women can live in the same space. That's just how that shit go. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Women of our culture can live. The women from like the Asian spaces and the other cultures, they can live together because they know they need to work together in order to maintain. They're not gonna. They don't.
But even that, after a while, that shit even dries up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even after a while, it's like, all right, now you got to go get your own shit. Now you feel what I'm saying? That shit, you've been here long enough. Like, we all can't be sharing this space. We all in here now. We got husbands and shit. Now everybody in here, the kids, and eventually that shit got to split up.
And that's one of the things I like about the immigrant community. Them motherfuckers will pool their money together like non-stop here in the United States.
Black people used to be like that too.
Used to, but it's not
Yeah.
like that no more.
Hell no. Niggas be rushing to get away from each other.
And me too. Yo, I could tell you, bro, like if any of my family members know, I don't reach out to a lot of niggas. So if I'm reaching out to you, that means you was exclusive nigga.
Mhm.
You ain't exclusive motherfucker. I don't talk to a lot of people. And like
That's a fact.
I mean,
So I should feel special.
oh, you definitely should, Chase. Because I don't talk to a lot of motherfuckers.
He reaches out to me every day.
Yeah, we talk.
I appreciate it every day.
And I was tell people all the time. I was like, yo, I don't, and if I feel bad too, because there's some people.
Oh,
like
okay,
Ronell,
you could put the. Okay, I just figured out how to put the chats on the screen.
Yeah, you could click on them, right?
Yeah, put show and it'll pull the shit up. Yeah.
I didn't find it out till yesterday. I'm sorry, I didn't say anything.
No, you found it out last week. You found it out last week on an accident because somebody's comment was up there the whole fucking time.
I know.
Oh yeah, the lady, what's her name? Miss something. Miss.
She's Miss shit. I'm
Miss
trying to
Bitch. No.
Yeah,
Lovable or something. I think it was Lovable.
It's Lovable. That's right.
Miss Lovable, yeah. Miss Lovable's cool as shit.
Oh,
But yeah, I always tell people too. I was like, listen, like, I enjoy talking to motherfuckers. I enjoy having these conversations. We definitely need to start throwing fam shit up, and we're gonna kidnap more family members to actually be able to jump in.
And
I know Will got a good camera. He already got. We know he got a good mic, so he got a good camera.
I be trying to tell that nigga, Will, put your shit on YouTube, dog. Like, cause this is the thing. This is what I was trying to explain to him. I was like, trying to get a podcast following on just audio is hard as fuck, dog.
Yeah,
that shit is hard. If you ain't already a celebrity, it's hard to build like an audience. So you kind of gotta go from YouTube, build the audience there, and then people will listen to your audio. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta build an audience. Cause like I said, most of them channels that got all them subscribers, if you really look at them, niggas been on YouTube 10 plus years.
Facts.
Mostly all of them. Like, it's rarely a channel that just blew up overnight. Like, them niggas been up there. Squeako been on YouTube. Sneeko, whatever his name is, he been on YouTube all his life since he was a little boy. That's why when they took his channel, he was damn near distraught.
Yeah,
he had that channel since he was a child. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And honestly, I think YouTube is learning their lesson too. Is they've been taking people's channels and is fucking with their money finally, and they're letting people do shit at a lower rate.
Yeah, lately they ain't been tripping at that like they was a little minute ago. They been alright with it, like, you know what I'm saying.
Hopefully they learn that, because that was fucked up.
I think they need to get real people to do that shit instead of having an audio computer. Yeah, AI doing that shit. But have some real people do it. Like, I don't care how many videos it is. Have real people do it. Like,
some of them assholes are actually real people that are fucking people over.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think a bot. This what I think it is. I think a bot like kind of alerts them, and then after they get the alert, they go and somebody goes and looks at it.
True.
Because I definitely know it's a bot that's demonetizing you if you cuss too early on your shit and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Which I don't understand. Like, because it tells you if you want to, if the videos is going for kids, if you put not for kids, I should be able to cuss
as much as you want,
as much as I want. Like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they on that the beginning of the video don't be. I try not to cuss that much in my shit anyway. Like,
yeah, me too.
I do though, but not a lot. Like, I ain't going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
yeah. Every now and then I throw a cuss. That's cool though, I guess. In they guidelines, you can cuss, but now you can't be going crazy. And there's certain shit you can't say.
Like you can't say the R word. You can't say
a bunch of shit. The
like
F word.
Yeah, definitely the F word.
Don't say anything that's derogatory towards like the alphabet community or like Jewish people,
or misuse pronouns. You can't do that. If you do that too much, it demonetizes you.
For real, if you call like a trans woman a him,
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
That's why. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't really be wanting to talk about them people. Like,
I understood why. I completely.
First of all, I don't know. This is the thing that with that. I literally don't know what's offensive and what's, you feel what I'm saying? Because every 10 minutes I turn around and something else that's offensive. Like, so I don't know what's offensive. I just want to leave the whole shit alone. Like,
yeah, I understood when you said that. Like, leave that out of the situation. I was 100% on board.
Yeah, I ain't understand that shit. Certain shit you can't get around. Like when you talk about the jab, you can't get around that because you start speaking about that, they try to clip you for that. That and the alpha and them the Jewish people.
Oh,
the Jewish community.
Yes,
we love y'all.
Hey, listen,
dog. Y'all. I got Jewish blood in me, and I will screen share. I will screen share my DNA if must need be. I'm Jewish too, man. For real.
And it came from your mom's side.
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. Because I got an aunt that's like I got an aunt that's like 15% Jewish for real. That's my grandmother's sister. Damn. So somebody close to us was Jewish, like my grandfather or something like that. One of them was Jewish. Like, so I'm Jewish, man. You know what I'm saying? Nahaim. Nahaim.
He's Nahaim.
Nahaim. Real, like, so we love y'all. Her, like,
no. I found out I'm mostly, like, when we did that shit, I found out I'm mostly African.
Yeah.
Yo, and we still got the same amount of African, about 80% African.
Yeah, I'm about 80 something.
Crazy.
Yeah, my mom's in them is mixed up with all kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, your mom's a light skinned black chick with freckles. So
with freckles,
you should have
known. I got cousins with red hair and shit like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got ginger family.
These facts. Yeah.
Yo, I hit you offline. I haven't I haven't like checked in on your mom. Your mom.
Oh, nah, she good. Nah, she good. Yeah, my mom's cool. She good.
That's what's up.
She good. Yep. Hell yeah, that DNA shot. I suggest everybody go get their DNA done. Everybody.
Facts.
Because you might got a cousin that's close to you somewhere right next to you. You don't even know. Like,
I think Chase might even be part black because of his music taste.
He might. You never know. He might.
You think so?
No, take that DNA test, motherfucker.
I bet you'd be surprised about that shit.
I feel like I'm as white as they come.
Man, you could think that, man. Look at this. I bet you this. I bet you it's white people right now that's related to us on that Atterbury side. Because if you look at my tree on my ancestry, I traced the Atterbury side all the way to like the 1400s. Mad white people. You know how many? My uncle. Look at my uncle. My father's brother name was William Atterbury, right? That name William Atterbury goes back to like the 13th century, and I'm not lying. It's mad people named William Atterbury in our family. Like it just went down the list. If you go up, it's like 20 people named William Atterbury, and they all like grandfather, great grand. They just pass the name down. But it started with the first black Atterbury. His name was Reuben Atterbury. His mother was a slave. If you go on my tree and go all the way up to Atterbury, you can see that shit. All the way to like the England. Yeah, real white. That means it's somebody real white in this country that's white like you. That's my cousin.
That's related to us.
Yep. So
that's what I try to tell.
You never know till you go look, man. You gotta look.
I tried to tell one of my homegirls. She was like, "I don't need to do it because all my family." I was like, "You might even be related to your family because you know J.J.R. Martin." The dude that wrote Game of Thrones, he didn't find out his grandma was a whore until he did the DNA test.
That's how you find out. Might find out, nigga, you think is your father ain't your father too, for real.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go do that DNA, man.
I'm a really bad. His grandma wasn't a whore. She just fucked someone outside of his grandpa.
That was a whore back then. I ain't even gonna no disrespect to that man. Think about back then, your grandma doing some wild shit back then. They
And
would
they
have
thought
called
his
her lady
grandpa
of the
was-
night.
They thought his grandpa was the one that ended the marriage, and they found out later that it was grandma.
Grandma, because grandpa don't say nothing.
You know,
Grandma ain't gonna run around.
Yeah,
He not gonna run around bashing grandma.
He didn't.
I already know, but
He
everybody
went to his
should.
grave.
If you know,
Hey,
like I know, everybody should do that DNA shit because you don't know what's. And then you don't know who you related to too. Like one of the
Yo,
dudes
for
I
real.
found out was the governor of South Carolina. That's related to us.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we had family in South Carolina till I took.
That's
that
where we
DNA.
from.
Yeah.
That's where when we came from. When they brought us here from Africa, that's where we was at. South Carolina,
Mhm.
Bamberg, South Carolina.
Damn.
Yep. Bamberg. The only person I can't get no information, I swear, is Pops and them father's father. So Alvin Clinton, which is Pop's father, his father's father. I can't get past. His name was Henry Clinton of the senior. I can't get. I don't know who his parents was.
Nobody
Can't find it. It just say he was born in Florida. We don't know who his parents was.
But
that shit crazy. And then he met his wife, which was Mary Ferguson.
Okay.
And that's Pops and them grandmother. And that's who had all our grandfather and all of them. There's a bunch of them too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's weird.
Yeah, that shit is weird, man. But it was a bunch of them too. Like Pops and them grandfather had Pops and them father had a bunch of siblings. It was like 9-10 of them niggas.
Yo, I'm gonna have to fucking. You know, it's funny if you couldn't find it. I mean that we need just another relative to take that DNA test to link the missing link.
I don't think it's a relative. I don't know how we gonna find that shit for real. The only way we'll be able to find it, say like if we talk to somebody that took the DNA and they related to his parents, and somehow we find out that way, like, cause I can't see no other way, cause I can't find no records of the shit, like none of his father, none of his. It say his parents was born in Florida, but I can't find none. I don't know if he came here from the West Indies. I don't know where he came from.
That nigga probably came from space.
I don't know where
aliens, son.
I don't know where that nigga came from. But you can't find nothing. But on that Atterbury side, that name, it all the way go back to a slave woman named Diane.
Wow.
That's Reuben Atterbury's mother.
Wow.
The first black Atterbury. Like, it was Reuben.
You read in that shit for real.
Yeah, I trace my shit all the way back, like all the way back. Like if you go on my tree, it's like 1,500 people on that shit. I trace that shit all the way back. Like when I first got it, I was up there for hours, just on there beating that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it latches shit up with other people information too. So you know, you do it like that. You go looking through records. I did all that shit, but I traced that shit all the way back to like, and then after a while, I had to give it up because I hit a wall.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you hit the wall.
Yeah, I hit a wall. I couldn't find nothing else. Like, and I'm really trying to find out who Henry Oswald Clinton parents are. That's who I really want. You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't know where the name came from. We don't know nothing. Like it's like he was in Florida and he came up here as a kid.
Wow.
For real?
Yeah, I can't find nothing. I can't. It's like he came up here as a little kid. It looked like he came up here by himself. Like, I don't know what's up with him. Like, yeah, he probably did. Probably snuck up here by himself. But as a young, like a young man type shit. Shit, my grandmother and them grandfather was from Guyana. They moved here. Guyana, not Ghana.
What's that?
Guyana,
South America. South America, from Guyana, and
I've been there.
When he came up here, he died as soon as he was up here for like 3 years and died. He had caught pneumonia and died. They's from Guyana and shit. The crazy shit with the Guyana shit, you know, they we got Mali blood in us too.
Yeah.
Now they say what's his name? The dude they say was the richest, Mansa Musa, right? Supposed to be the richest person that ever lived. He had a brother named Abu Bakr. They said Abu, like 400 or 500 years before Christopher Columbus came over here, Abu sailed over here and might have landed in like South America somewhere. You know, they say South America got the biggest African population outside of Africa.
Oh, for real. I've been there.
Yeah. So that might be them people that landed from back then. That was way before Christopher Columbus. And that's my people from down there.
No, Guyana, I went there with a Jewish guy, and we showed up, and he wanted to go out to like go for a walk, and they told me, "You look like you belong here." He should not do that because if he goes out, they're gonna rob him.
Yeah, they're gonna rob him. We 100%. I know I got cousins down there somewhere. 200%. I do. I got family down there somewhere.
Definitely. Yo, oh shit! I hope I get some money and I can go swab the cheeks of some niggas down there,
man, or some niggas in Africa for real.
For real, yo, for real, for swab the cheeks of the niggas in Africa, like
I feel like they need to do ancestry. They need to promote the ancestry DNA shit more in other countries, like more other continents too, so other people could link up with their family that they don't know from their homelands type shit. Because if you just doing it in America, we just gonna bump into the same people here. Like, unless your people from over there just so happen to move over here and take a DNA. But most Africans don't want to take no DNA. They think they all wherever they from, and they mixed up too.
What you got to do is you got to trick them niggas think they're getting vaccinated. And just swab their cheek.
tell them take this DNA for a job. I bet you they'll take that. Yeah, but. That's what they need to do, like in them other countries, like promote that DNA shit more, so people could find their families from over there.
Their families, facts.
Yeah, like because even most Americans don't know where they come from. Even
for real,
people that wasn't slaves. If you come here from another country, by the time your kids grow up, they don't know shit about your homeland.
And here's the thing, whiteness is new. Most Europeans hate other Europeans. They
Russians and Germans, Irish, Italians, that's Polish. Everybody hates the Polish. I don't know why, but they all be hating Polish people. I'm like,
I never understood it either.
Huh?
I never understood why they hate Polish either.
Yeah,
she's Polish. Like
her
mom.
Yeah, they be giving them all kind of business. Russians, Germans, they all beef with each other. Because before it was a color thing, it was about land, and people was beefing with people from different lands. That's what it was about. Like before they added the race thing into it. Yeah, it was about land.
And that's what I tell people even to this day. The whole situation with the race shit, it was weird because people enslaved people that look like them for the most part. Africans enslaved other Africans, Europeans enslaved other Europeans. The first time it was a race-based situation was here in the States.
Yeah, just treating people different because of the color of their skin was the first time. That's why it's so crazy. Like the Holocaust shit was kind of similar too, because even though it wasn't a skin color thing, it was about people having blonde hair, blue eyes and shit. If you didn't have blonde hair, blue eyes, they was frying your ass. They catch you some weird, like, you know what I'm saying? So that shit was almost similar a little bit. Like
it was similar too, but then when we talk about, like, here's what I told people. My recent thing was like, here's the deal. You think that everything was based on slavery, and it's not just slavery. Like, these motherfuckers were freed in the 1800s, and they still were getting fucked over. Until
it's the extra shit. It's not just the slavery part. It's all the other shit they still keep doing too, and they was doing after that too. Like this the thing. How you enslave a group of people, right? You let them go. You don't give them shit. Mind you, before when you had them slaved, it was illegal for them to read or write or any of that shit. So all they know how to do is work in the fields, and you just let them go and like, all right, go ahead. Like, what was they supposed to do? Like, and then every time the black people came over with another hustle, y'all just stole it. Prime example, the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
The lottery came from people running number running, which started in the black communities. Yeah, that's where it started at.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that a slave didn't come up with the recipe for making alcohol either.
You think so?
We was doing all the farming.
The Jack Daniels,
you gotta think black people.
His recipe came from a black guy.
I'm telling you, look, common sense. If you think about it, right? When this country started, if the black people doing all the farm work, how is you coming up with moonshine? That's the farmers. That's how the shit came up. I guarantee you, because remember, for a long time, black people couldn't copyright nothing. So everything they was inventing, the master was just taking it and saying he invented it. So we don't know. You feel what I'm saying? It's all of that shit. That's the shit that make American slavery worse. It was all the extra shit they did, including the slavery. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's more fair than it was, but they still be redlining and shit like that still.
Yeah. And that's what I try to tell some cats. I was like, yo, there's still residuals of redlining that still exists today.
Still
exists today. And the problem we have is they say it's gonna create a bad what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna create a bad what I'm looking for. It's gonna create a bad situation, that a bad president. And I was like, yo, you already created one. You literally fucked some people over and then gave the people that were fucking them over reparations and didn't give anything to these motherfuckers. And then the European cats that were coming in, Martin Luther King talked about that. They got reparations. Not reparations. Yeah.
Everybody except for African Americans got reparations. And as soon as you bring reparations up about giving it to African Americans, always somebody mad as fuck. Mm-hmm. Everybody got money. The natives, the Japanese, when y'all bombed Japan and the Hiroshima, they got money. The Jewish people got money for the Holocaust. Everybody got money except for African Americans. And as soon as if you bring that shit up to this day, it's gonna be mad angry motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
That's the sad part with it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I
actually even got situations I point out. Everyone brings up slavery existed before America, all this other bullshit. They bring up all these things. And I said, okay, if I walk up to you and punch you in the face, are you concerned that faces have been getting punched for tens of thousands of years, or the damage that's being done to you? So y'all motherfuckers gotta fucking just look at the situation. You can't just like,
I tell a nigga it's not even the same, man. Mm-hmm. You took a group of people, you changed their names, you took their names from them so they don't know who they are. Then you told them you brought them to a foreign land, told them they can't learn how to read or write, and then did that for like 200 and something years, and then one day said, all right, y'all free, and then had the Ku Klux Klan run around burning people's houses up, burning up whole towns, flooding whole black towns, the shit they don't tell you about now. Like 100 and something lakes that's in America is 100 and something lakes that's in America used to be black towns. They was flooding black towns. They was running through black towns, lynching, burning people, cutting people penises off, all kind of shit for years, hundreds of years after slavery. Like, yeah. You think about the Ku Klux Klan shit, right? If Malcolm X's father got killed by the Ku Klux Klan and he died in 60 something, that tell you how soon that wasn't that long ago when the Ku Klux Klan was running around and killing people. That was in the 19s, like the early 1920, 30, 40, 50s. It probably just stopped in the 50s, 60s, something like that. And I'm pretty sure down south it probably went longer than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers don't really understand the whole history of shit. And even when I discuss it with people, like even with Pops, like we always split off. Like there's certain situations him and I talk about that wind up splitting off. And I even tell him, I said, listen, I am actually on the side of this situation. And honestly, what hurts me and my shit is a lot of motherfuckers just keep dragging it back to slavery. That's a portion. That's a small spot. But still, you fucked over a lot of niggas way after.
Man, a lot of trauma niggas got right now is still from that too.
That's why
most black people that's American is claustrophobic. Why?
Yeah.
That's passed down shit from the slave ships and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna try. It's a whole bunch of shit. You could go into them locking people up for weed and then making it legal. And then now to get your weed selling license, it costs you millions of dollars or at least a few $100,000. Like, who got that money? Like, they rigging the game. That's the problem. The game is rigged.
Yeah,
it's rigged.
Even here in Virginia, like the stores that sell alcohol are all owned by the state.
Exactly.
When they have stores that sell weed, it's going to be owned by the state. They're already setting it up.
See, Connecticut, you could sell they had a lottery where you could get your weed selling license, but you had to have like a certain amount of money. It was like mad stupid. I'm telling you, they be rigging the game, dog. Like, that's what the shit is, a rig.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the opportunity ain't the same, because if you don't got all this money put up, like, and who got us this? They doing the same shit with the weed that they did with the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just come out with your own alcohol now. Like, say you just go in your crib and just make up a new kind of version of alcohol. You can't just come out with that shit. It don't work like that. You got to go through the FDA. You feel what I'm saying? You got to go through too much.
Mm-hmm.
The game is rigged. And certain shit, the game is rigged, and they doing the same shit to the weed. Like, once they make it legal federally, it's gonna get real crazy.
Yeah, and we gonna see. We definitely gonna see.
It's gonna get crazy. I guarantee you that. They're gonna start selling. You can't grow it in your house. All that shit. Same shit like tobacco.
If they start wilding out, man, if I got money, I'm moving all my family out this bitch.
They already wilding out.
I'm gonna give every family member, if I got dough, the ability to just bounce.
Yeah, they already wilding out though.
Yeah.
They already wilding out, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much more wild they could get, but they already a box of cereal costs like $8.
Yo,
them niggas wilding out already.
Yo, I was telling niggas that about everything that they claimed Trump was gonna do, Biden's done, and no one's acknowledging it.
It's like, man, I just think they just gave it. I don't think it's like I said. I don't think it's Trump, Biden. They all the same. It's the fact that they gave away too much money. Now we paying the price for it. They gave away too much bread, so now everything costs so much money. Gas is like $4 in the summertime when it ain't supposed to be. Like, this shit going crazy. Like, it's already wild. You see, UPS about to go on strike. Got like 2 weeks.
Dude,
for real?
I see
Hell
that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What am I talking to you about that? Because they won't raise the pay or some shit?
Yeah, they won't raise the pay. Like, that shit is like, they got like, this about to be the biggest strike and the biggest labor strike in American history. 340-something thousand employees on strike. And this is after UPS done made a killing over COVID. These motherfuckers is already wilding. I'm telling you. Like, how much money could you hoard? Like, these motherfuckers hoarding money. They hoarding money. Like, how much money could you? I'm gonna keep it 100. There's no reason nobody should be a billionaire. Nowhere.
You don't think so?
Fuck, for what?
I mean,
What's the purpose of somebody being a billionaire?
what's the purpose of wasting the money?
What do you mean? You could give it to somebody. You could help somebody else out.
I mean, think
You're gonna
about
be
it.
a billionaire.
$1 billion is a lot of fucking money. You could help out fucking thousands
Mad
of
people.
$1 billion.
That's
But
what
they
I'm.
can-
This one.
But they could still be a billionaire at that point.
But
I
they're
mean, there's
not
only-
though. This is what I'm
but
saying. You,
But there's only so much you can help people instead of fucking just. There's only so much you can fund people to. So say you got a lazy motherfucker, right?
mm-hmm.
And you're a billionaire, and you're just fucking just funding these lazy motherfuckers that just don't want to do nothing for themselves.
You don't gotta fund the lazy people. You could make a program that makes you go do certain shit before you can even get the money. If that makes sense to you, you could make somebody go through certain steps like, you got to go to school, do this, that, and then you get this certain amount of money. But there's no reason why nobody should have no $1 billion. What the fuck is you doing with that shit?
That's fair.
It's too much money. Dog, I get it. We earn money, cool. You $100 million in, cool. $1 billion though? What are you doing, man? What is we doing here?
Yeah, I mean,
Because now you're a billionaire. Look, this is what happens with the billionaire niggas. The reason why they don't help nobody. Now, once you become a billionaire, you in competition with the other billionaires. So now instead of 1 billion, you chasing 7. So who you helping if you chasing somebody that's in front of you? You don't even see the people behind you no more.
like,
That's what's happening to these people. Like, you gotta be
even with
ain't no
Mansa
billionaires out here helping nobody.
Now, even with Mansa Musa, like most of these people couldn't even fathom being a billionaire. They don't have the intellectual properties to even be that billionaire. To feed,
That's fair.
because Mansa Musa destroyed economic shit. He went through,
By giving away shit.
yeah.
They said he
giving
went
away
through
shit.
Egypt. They said he went through Egypt and gave
And
away so
destroyed
much gold that shit almost destroyed the economy. Like, that's how
No,
much
it
shit he
didn't.
had.
Almost, it destroyed the economy.
Even they said when if you could go on they got transcripts from Christopher Columbus. They said when he landed over here, when he bumped into the natives, they said some Africans was already there with spears with gold tips on them already. And I think that was Abu Bakr, and
Mansa
them.
Musa,
His brother,
Yo,
the
for real.
brother. That was the brother.
for real.
They said, and they probably was all in down South America, because it was all one shit at that time. It wasn't no North South America. That's some
Right.
made up shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was all one
Mhm.
piece. Like, but yeah, that's what they said he landed. And they said if you could look that shit up. They said Christopher Columbus, when he spoke to the natives, they said some Africans was already here, but they had gold everywhere, and they had spears with gold tips on them. And, they said Mansa Musa had all the gold in the world, and his brother was the king before him. Like, so, you know what I'm saying?
My
But
nigga,
even him, he
Mansa
was
Musa.
giving away shit. He ain't just have money. He was giving away money.
Yeah, facts.
He thought he was helping, but he was fucking shit up. But he thought he was helping. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
You
for
got
real.
too much
but-
money. Is just such thing as too much money, man. $1 billion is too much money. What you
Yo,
need that shit
that's-
for?
Yo, my thing is this too, is like, even if you got $1 billion, like, let's say tomorrow you got $1 billion, right? And you paying for people's livelihood and you taking care of them. Who the fuck is anybody else to say, you got too much money, nigga? You shouldn't be paying for these people's livelihood. How far would that go?
What, if somebody's complaining about you helping people?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You won't get. You think shit? People say shit about you anyway. If you got $1 billion, what the fuck you care what they saying?
Right.
I'm saying you can't take that money with you.
At the end of
What
the
the
day,
fuck you
you
got
got
a
$1
billion
billion.
for it?
At the end of the day, you got $1 billion and they don't.
Right. I'm gonna give you prime example, right? Oprah, right? She's a billionaire. When she died, where that money gonna go? Because she don't even got no fucking
And
kids.
that's why everybody
And that
keeps
bitch,
in everybody's head is save money, save money, save money.
no,
You
here's the
should only
deal.
save money for a certain amount of time to buy what you want. And if you save money, you can die tomorrow and you got $1 million in your bank account. Where's it gonna go?
Exactly.
My shit is this. Oprah was a Trump supporter
I'll be right back.
at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Oprah was like closely lined with our commander-in-chief pussy grabbing ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
She was right there with him. That's one of the only things that made me like look at shit new. Was because I like, yo, when did this nigga become a white supremacist?
When did they start hating on him?
Yeah,
It started with that was Hillary Clinton and them put that shit out. And then on top of I think it was that, and I think it's a pompous rich white boy. He was just doing too much. Like prime example, when he was throwing the paper towels in Puerto Rico, it was certain shit he was doing that was turning people off. Like,
oh, that's you right as fuck. Though.
That's all it was. He kind of, it's kind of like what Hillary and them put out about him, and then he kind of the shit he was doing alongside of it is what turned people off with Trump. Like he was wilding. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he was wilding. He was calling certain countries with black people in his shithole countries. He was just doing all kind. He was doing too much. Like, because if you want to talk about shithole countries, Russia is a shithole country. If you ask me, who the fuck want to live in Russia? We could go into this, a bunch of them European countries that's shitty, but he was only naming the black countries. That's why it's certain shit he was doing that was making him look like a racist. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, he might be. Trump definitely got some kind of bias towards him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might not be full on KKK, but he got biases to him. I don't think he like broke niggas. If you a rich and famous nigga, he'll fuck with you. But if you a broke regular nigga, I don't think he like broke whitey neither.
No, most of them don't.
He don't fuck with broke whitey neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's his demographic. His biggest fan base was poor white people.
Hey.
Poor white people and corporate white people, because the corporate people period, because he was saving them money on taxes and shit.
Yo, for real.
But other than that, I don't know. Trump made himself look bad. Certain shit he was doing, like. But I don't. To me, I ain't look at it all the way like it was all racist. I think he's just rich.
No, and I think rich people have different paths.
Facts. And they don't give a fuck about poor people. It don't matter what color you is. Because Trump and them will call police on poor whitey in a minute. Go on Trump lawn and see if you white and broke looking poor. See if he don't call police on you. See if Secret Service don't be all over your ass, nigga. He don't care about it. If you got some money, you probably could rub shoulders with him. But if you broke, he ain't fucking with them, like.
Bro.
He ain't want no broke whiteys around him, broke niggas. He don't want none of that shit around him. You ain't got no money. I think that's what it's about with him. Like the money shit. He don't give a fuck about if you ain't got no money, he don't give a fuck about you. Like,
honestly, most people with money don't give
are
a fuck
like that. Right. Facts. Facts. Money is first, races come after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll do business with somebody that they might got different views at him about his race, but they don't give a fuck about that when it come to business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't give a fuck. That shit comes secondary when it come to business. Like,
facts.
So that's all that shit is. Because corporate motherfuckers, they don't care what color the motherfuckers. They just trying to save money and get more money. That's what that shit is about. Like. And then after they get to the money, then they can put all their racist views and the shit after that shit. But first is about the business and the money first. Like, And I think the same shit with Trump. Like he knew his demographic. He started seeing his demographic, and then he just played to it. Like, because before Trump was president, every rapper loved Trump.
For real.
Every single rapper. He was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was all over the place with black people.
Sir.
Black people were supporting Trump more than anybody before he
Even
ran
Oprah.
for president. Yeah, even Oprah. Before when rappers used to talk about having money, the only person they are money like Trump, Trump this, Trump that, until he ran for president. Then all of a sudden Trump was racist. And I ain't saying it ain't his fault too, because he was doing certain shit.
So then why don't you like him?
It's not that I don't. I don't give a fuck about him, like, because I know he don't give a fuck about me. I ain't the type of motherfucker he trying to, like, you feel what I'm saying? Trump don't give a fuck about me. And he ain't like, I don't care about, I don't care. This the thing though. The same way I feel about Trump, I probably don't like Joe Biden more than I don't like Trump. Joe Biden is an old racist white man. And nobody can tell me no different. 80-year-old white man. Come on, man. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me never called nobody a nigger in his life.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that he didn't. Like, nobody can't tell me he didn't. He's old and he from that era. Like, you can't tell me he didn't. Like,
you think Trump has?
Definitely. But Trump, the only thing with Trump, I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't, because Trump from New York.
And Trump don't give a fuck.
But he from New York though too. So because you growing up in New York, you growing up in a melting pot. So I could kind of see if he wouldn't have called nobody, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, but Biden, you from Delaware, boy. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You from Delaware, man. I ain't trying to hear that. You definitely 200% call somebody that. And then your son is a crackhead. Meth head Hunter. Hunter's a legend.
Hunter's a legend.
They got Hunter on camera smoking crack.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, my nigga.
Yeah, they got Hunter Biden on camera smoking rocks. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't like Joe Biden more than I don't like Trump. I don't fuck with Trump neither, but I don't really give a fuck about him, because I know what it is. He was just saying shit. Trump used to get up there and just say shit.
Facts.
And piss everybody off.
Yeah, he just pissing people. Yeah, he was just aggravating. Yeah, he just saying shit. Like, that's, you feel what I'm saying? Only thing I will say about Trump is, though, when Trump was president, the country got way more racist because he was inciting certain people, like certain demographics of people. He kind of gave them a voice, or they felt like he gave them a voice, like the racist hillbilly motherfuckers. He gave them a voice.
Mm-hmm.
The Capitol building storming was proof of that. Like, even though it was a sprinkle of black people there, but you could have white people running around lynching niggas, and it'll be some black people with them.
Probably.
I'm telling 200%.
This one done went 2.5 hours.
Oh, hell yeah, damn. That's that alcohol that got bro. See him leaning. I know you. You saucy.
He was asleep a second ago.
Yeah, I already know he's saucy.
Yo, kiss my ass, Chase. I wasn't sleeping.
It's the alcohol got us going this long. I ain't even smoked nothing, so I'm clear eyed.
Yo, I'm about to be smoking some shit soon. soon as I can smoke.
I had Jules to be on this mobile like this.
You might not like it, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You're gonna be high, man. This weed ain't just.
We gonna be chilling, and I'm gonna be smoking that shit. If I don't like it, y'all gonna know.
Yeah, I'ma definitely know you ain't gonna like it, but I'm telling you, because it's not the same like how it was back then when we was smoking. Like back then when you was getting it, man. You got some stories. It's some stories you gotta tell when you get off this job. It's some stories, boy.
Yo,
boy.
I miss them days though.
Man, I'm already knowing. Yeah, I already know.
We have some
blowing
good
it.
Shit, bro.
That's a fact. Blowing it down, like, yeah, man, the good old days. Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna shut this shit down.
Hell
We
yeah. It's
gonna-
almost 2:23. God damn.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But hey, listen, if you haven't already smashed that follow button or favorite button on my homies here, Quarter Water TV, I Am Chase TV, or Julian Black TV, nigga. Go ahead and smash that favorite button. I'll talk to you fuckers later. Be blessed, be positive. Deuces.
Peace out.
See you later.
Later.